W1, hit the next time by. W1 is hitting. W1 is hitting.
Sorry.
Dame, I was just about to hop on it. Just apologize for that. I think I might have moved up just a little bit, but fun racing really close to you like that.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Alright, Moon Princess. Hello, hello, and we are back. USRC Cup Series headed to Charlotte. Longest race of the year, one of the best tracks on the circuit. 6 minutes left to go in practice. So far, it looks like Frank DiMaggio Jr., that 024 car of Dylan Parker, looks like he's sitting number one on the board, followed by Frank DiMaggio and Chase Alvey. Their top three. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, what up? Old Mr. Dalton Williamson has made it back today. Let's see what kind of car he's driving. Why do I not see you out there? Oh, someone just ate it. Alright, how are our audio levels? Let me know. How we sounding? I feel like the cars need to be louder myself. I feel like I need to turn up some little iRacing volume. I don't even know if I'm even hearing the cars on here. Oh.
Say hi, gentlemen.
024, get off the fucking track. That's one thing that we don't do, dude. We're not going to sit here and have guys fucking around during practice like that. I'm a little bit loud. Let me turn me down. Let me turn down my levels a little bit. All right, am I down a little bit? All right, all right. It's been a couple of weeks. Missed Mother's Day. Unfortunately, we missed Josh Powell get a second win. It seems to be every time that I take a weekend off, Josh Powell gets a win. So I've had 2 weekends off this year, and Josh Powell won both of them, but we were not able to broadcast it, unfortunately. That's a shame. And it looks like Wade won the Season 1 championship, so we're starting fresh here at the Coca-Cola 300. So not only do we have one of the best tracks on the circuit, one of the longest races on the circuit, but we also have opening day here in the USRC Cup Series. Excited to have everyone, excited to see all these drivers. We got about 21 drivers in here trying to be the top dog at the end of this thing. So we will see what happens. Nobody in the booth with me today. We'll see how excited we can get. Try to make this a fun thing for you guys to watch. Hopefully get some good commentary. If you're on Twitter, give us a shout out on Twitter. Let's get ready to talk to some of the drivers here. Let's talk to the drivers. So then I guess our stages would be, what do we have here? I guess it's 300 laps, right? Oh, actually it wouldn't be, it's a mile and a half, duh. So 200 laps. Which would make 50 and 100. 50 and 100 will be the stages. Let's try to get back into broadcasting mode here. 50 and 100 will be your stages. All right, welcome everybody. Good to see such a fantastic turnout. But shouldn't be surprised, man. Charlotte is one of the best tracks on the circuit. So congratulations to Wade on winning the Season 1 championship, or the spring, however you want to look at it. Congratulations, Wade. Congratulations to Powell on getting himself his second win. And coincidentally, it's both the races I did not broadcast, so maybe I shouldn't broadcast tonight and he'd get himself a win. Other than that, just go over the rules real quickly. We do not clear any kind of black flags. The only black flags that will clear is if you're speeding through pit road to avoid an accident. At that point, just go ahead and speak up, and one of the admins or myself will get that cleared. But if it is found that you were not accurate, lying, whatever your case, you'll be removed of all your points. Stay to the right side of pit road. Do not go in or out more than 5 pit stalls. So make sure you stay to the far right-hand side. If you break, go more than 5 pit stalls, you will get an EOL. And we will have somebody kind of hanging out in pit road, kind of taking a look at that. So the stages tonight are going to be 50 and 100. Stages are 50, 100. And then it looks like we have GGGG. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what the... let me go double check the tire allotment here real quick. Other than that, at the beginning, we will wait for the green flag to go. After that, the leader will have lane choice and will be able to start whenever he decides to, he or she decides to. But at the very start, we will go on green. Other than that, that's pretty much about it, everybody. Good to see you guys. Should be a fun race. I would tell you this, that the brake pedal is the one in the middle. So we're all going to be pretty close together, but hopefully we have a good race here. And you guys know the most important thing, if something does happen, is that you don't flame anyone, get on chat, or go crazy in Discord or anything like that. So Just the kind of environment we don't want to have. We usually don't have issues with that, so it's not a big deal. But just keep that in mind. If something happens, just take it and you guys discuss it somewhere else some other time. So other than that, I'll let you guys go to qualifying. I'll double check on the tire allotment, and good luck.
I just say one thing is I've never heard Brian be such a savage than when I came back tonight.
Most guys know me that I don't play around with guys messing around on the track and stuff. So my apologies, but everybody that knows me that's in this league knows that the first thing that's going to flip me out if people aren't taking practice serious and goofing off. So. All right, let's go to qualifying. We're going to sit up here because NASCAR has gone back to the single car qualifying. So we have gone back to single car qualifying. So unfortunately, we just kind of sit here and just kind of watch this blankness here. But
Ryan, you got a copy?
Yay! What's up, JW?
Hey, stages should be 50, 100, and 150. We should have 4 stages since it's the Coke 300.
On the All-Star race? And is that how they, or not the All-Star race, but the actual, that's how they run it?
Yeah, because the Coke 600 has 4 stages, so.
But is the 4th stage equal in distance?
Yeah, it's all 100, 100, 100, 100.
Okay, so what did you say? We're at what
50, 100, and 150.
All right, JW was clearing this up with for me real quick. Looks like we have additional stage because it is the All-Star race. So it looks like 50, 100, and 150 will be your stages. Only 50 lap runs. That kind of sucks because it's only 50 laps. But I was trying to double check the tire allotment, but they don't even have it up yet.
I thought this wasn't the All-Star race.
It is not. So it's always 4 stages?
The Coke 300.
Yeah, it's 4 stages in real life, so.
Okay. I know it was like that in the All-Star race. I wasn't sure about the 200 laps, mile and a half track, Riley. Sorry, I was just double checking the rules. So if it looks like they have 4 stages, we got to go with 4 stages. I wasn't expecting that. But the tire allotment is what was throwing me off. Is because typically they have, 6 tire changes that we've been giving them. So I guess it would be 7 this time.
I have 5 down, but I think 6 should be fine.
Dude, you've always cut it short. It's in real life in a 400 lap race, they have 9 sets of tires. Or wait, they have 11 sets. That's why they usually get 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's 6, so it's 7 tire changes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, because you do, I mean, the idea is not to keep people away from tires, but they only have a couple of changes, so.
Alrighty.
Sweet, right on, good luck. All right. So it looks like our stages are 50, 100, and 150. I did not recall that they did that in the race. I need a pen. Can I get a pen that works here? What's the guy got to do to get a pen? All right. And 150. You will have 7 sets of tires. 7 tire changes. Let's see who we got on the pole here right now. Oh, it looks like nobody really decided to qualify. It looks like we're going to have Jamie Walker. Oh, nope, someone's qualifying. Looks like Jamie's going to go ahead and just start out. Everyone else is going to ride around the back. Nobody wanting to qualify. All right. Like Wade's going to put up a lap. They'll actually have 7 tire changes. 7 tire changes. So they could go in at 50, 100, 150. No, you're right. I guess it should be 6. Yeah, JW, we're going to go 6. So real quick, sorry, a little bit of the confusion there. The tire changes, you'll have 6 tire changes. 6 tire changes, so that's 6 right fronts, 6 left fronts, etc. They're not interchangeable. Sorry, a little bit late in getting this all set up, but so your stages are going to be every 50. So 50, 100, 150. 7 changes of tires. Did I say 7? Did I say 7? I meant 6. It's going to be 6 tire changes. Zach, 6 tire changes.
Got it. Thank you very much for letting me know.
All right, good turnout. Let's get ready to turn and burn here at Charlotte. Very excited to see this. The package is awesome. Definitely gets tight. You guys are going to be hanging around each other. Again, keep in mind, we don't clear any kind of black flags. Stay to the right side of pit road. Leader controls the start, but at the very beginning of the race, we will let the green flag drop before we go. You have 6 tire changes. Yeah, and again, remember the flaming, arguing and that kind of stuff. We're not going to deal with that. Other than that, looking forward to have a good one. We're definitely broadcasting live right now on USRC Live. Definitely come check out the broadcast. Check it out live. Whatever you do, come check us out. Other than that, let's have a good time. Let's have some good racing, and welcome to Charlotte. We are getting ready to go.
Just make sure that you wait here as we pull out for the guy to your left to go. Please do not pull out until the guy to your left goes. Thank you.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be Jamie Walker on the pole. Is that what we're saying?
Pull out, thanks.
Oh, we've got jokes. We have got jokes. Can we take a look here at the starting grid? All right, there we have it. Sitting there on the pole, the number 88, Jamie Walker. Haven't seen Jamie in a minute. What up, Jamie? On the outside is last week's winner, Josh Powell.
You didn't know he's on that TV show?
We got Zach Mecca sitting at 3rd position. Good to see Zach back, the number 1. Ryan Nichols, his teammate, the number 42, right next to him. Then we have Wade Hustad sitting there in the 3rd row, next to Dalton Williamson. Good to see Dalton back, making another showing here in the USRC Cup Series. Let's see what he has for these boys tonight. The number 21, that's John Nelson Sr. That's Dog. So if you ever hear us talking about Dog, old Dog, that's what we're talking about. Nobody calls him John. Nobody calls him Nelson. Everyone calls him Dog. So that's your man right there. And that's the number 21. JW Miller, number 33. Oh, the Saturday night broadcaster and league admin, league owner, kind of an overall guy that does it all. That's big JW Miller right there. Oh, nobody else qualified, so we don't talk about nobody else. So that's your starting lineup here. The USRC Cup Series hailing into Charlotte, North Carolina for 200 laps, 300 miles, and the longest race of the year. If you're not excited right now, you don't get excited by racing. Charlotte Motor Speedway, this aero package, these guys, so close, so many cars, so fast. It's going to be a good one. Thank you for being here with us. Sorry you missed the broadcast on Mother's Day, but we all got to take care of our mothers first and foremost, most important thing. So I was not able to make it back in time, but I'm glad to be with you here today. So hopefully these guys do a good one. Hopefully we don't have a whole lot of cautions. And we have a good one here, so... Let's see what the cards have in store for these, 21 drivers here at Charlotte.
All right, everybody, good luck.
All right, the good lucks are being hailed out. Everybody's kissing up in the air, doing the crucifix to themselves because it's about to go crazy here in the USRC Cup Series live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. And here we go, waiting for the green flag. Jamie Walker, the number 88, is going to lead him off. The 3 and the 42 on the outside. Here we go, we're already racing. Look how close the 1 is, all over the 88. And let's see if the outside lane can get it going. A lot of draft going on in this package, these speedways. You see everybody kind of pulling over. Nobody wants to get involved in the wreck, if or when it does happen. As we see Zach Mecca taking the lead here. And Mecca's going to lead lap 1. The 88's now on the outside. Let's see what Wade has for him. And here comes the 32. Nice little draft line here between the 1, the 32, the 88. 32 goes down low. He's looking to take it away from the 1. As he tries to hold it down on the line. 32 and the 1 coming off of turn 4 here as we go on lap 2 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And man, I think Mecca still led that lap side by side going into turn 1. We see Dalton Williamson in that number 2 in that sweet looking Toyota ride. Usually you don't see a lot of pop in a white car, but whatever paint scheme's going on right there, that thing is looking good, it's looking sexy, and right now he's in the 3rd position. It's a damn good looking car, man. I'm not one to fawn over people's paints, but goddamn, that looks good. As we see the 1 and the 32 still side by side. And it looks like Mecca led that lap again. The car underneath, we talk about this every week, it's so tight, so hard to pass, and the momentum usually comes from the outside. And you're looking at one of the best in the series right now as the number 32 tries to get it done. And the 1 tries to fight him off. But right now, this is really burning up your tires, you gotta think. Sometimes you gotta wonder, is it worth fighting this hard for it? And here we go, side by side again. For I believe the 3rd lap in a row. And the 1 is still gonna lead that one. And there goes the 32 trying to take the lead right away from him. Side by side, it's a drag race down the backstretch going into turn 3. 32 gets a good arc, but the momentum's going to be with the 1. Can the 32 wheel it? No, we're going to go side by side, just another lap. We've seen 4 laps in a row that he's been trying to make that pass out of 4, and it just has not happened for him. Mecca's doing a hell of a job of keeping himself right on that line, right where you need to be. And as long as you keep your line, don't give him too much space, you're able to fight him off, and he does. It looks like Wade's going to go back there and regroup. Let's take a look here. The 42 is under fire. Here comes Jamie Walker, that number 88. That Darrell Waltrip looking joint right there. Shout out to Jamie. Side by side, not going to be able to get enough momentum. And the 42 is going to keep that position. And here comes the 3 all over the 88. Last week's winner. Josh Powell currently sitting there in 5th position. Take a look back at the lead here. Pardon me. All right, Mecca's doing a hell of a job. Let's take a tour through the field here. Let's see what drivers we got. Right here we have Wade Hustad, number 32, sitting in the 2nd position. Oh, we might have to go back here and take a look because I think Wade might be making a run at him. No, I think we have a break to go through the field here. But Wade's going to make it too exciting. He does not want to lose his TV time. Does not want to see us go through the field. He just wants to get to the lead any way possible. Let's see if he does it. But that 1 is holding on tough right now. All right, Jamie Walker, number 88. Currently 3rd. Lost a couple positions to start. 42. It's Ryan Nichols sitting back there in 4th. Started 4th, currently 4th. And here comes Katie Height. Katie doesn't make a whole lot of these races. She's doing a lot of road racing nowadays, but it's good to see the number 69 back in action, Giggity. Number 96, Chase Alvey. Number 96 is back in action. Look at that. Ooh. That's some Hot Wheels looking stuff right there. It's half Bandit, half Hot Wheels. 100% driver, and he's getting her right now in the number 96. Josh Powell, the number 3, sitting there. Distracted driving Toyota. Iconic paint scheme, iconic driver, and 2 wins so far this year. Dalton Williamson at number 2. We talked about how sweet that paint scheme looks. Check that out. Go download that from Trading Paints right now. My man Dog right here. You might call him Mr. Nelson. Might call him Senior. I tend to call him Nasty, but that number 21 right there in the number 9 position And he's getting all over the number 2. He likes those long runs. And let's see what he does here today as we are on lap 12 here of 200 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Dame Newsome, the biggest number 4, the biggest number in the sport right now. The biggest, widest, I mean. That thing is big, it's huge, it's wide. And we have a different paint scheme. You're definitely going to miss Dame out there today. Look at that crazy looking thing. Not going to miss that. There's all kinds of colors going on there. I don't know how I feel about it. But the number 18, Jamal Poe. Looking clean in that number 18. What is that, an Auto Guard Chevrolet? It's a Camaro right there. Good choice, buddy. JW sitting back there in 12th. Oh, another ugly ass paint scheme, Armando. These guys are teammates and they are doubling up on the ugly today. They are tag teaming the field with ugliness, Giggity. Number 72, Josh Durham in that Bartle Skeet, which apparently is the original name for Mountain Dew. Can that be true? Can that be right? Someone told me that, so I'm going to say it. It's also your Daytona 500 winner. James Jacobs, always fighting to be the best James possible, and right now he is the number 1 James, currently only in 15th position. So he might be the only James in the field, so he might have this today, but it's going to be a tough one. Our man Joe Petrick, the classiest man in iRacing, number 67. Look at this guy. Look at this. That's how you use those random colors, put them together and make it look good. And Joe makes it look good. Dylan Parker, number 024. This is Frank DiMaggio Jr. DiMaggio Jr. in that 024. Trying to make his way back up to the front. Looks like Joe's going to let him by. He said, hey, that's Frank Jr. Let him go. Well, you see Avril Lavigne coming. So you know it's Thomas Harmon. Number 18 sitting there. The Xfinity champ. Oh, there's Frank DiMaggio Sr. That's the older of the DiMaggios. Followed by Mr. Atlanta. Mr. Brandon Jackson, B-Jack, showing it up. That's kind of an ugly looking paint scheme too. But everyone's doing it. Red, white, and blue. Why not? It's Memorial Day. Let's get it on. JT. Oh my lord. What is going on with these paint schemes today? You definitely see this guy coming too. So people are getting bold with their paint schemes. Like a reincarnation of the 80s over here. This is fantastic. Riley Sherman, the number 97. What up, Riley? You got the American flag on there. You can't go wrong there. I salute you, sir. I salute you. Let's go back to the front where it looks like Wade has taken it away. And we're complete with 17 laps here. 50 laps in the stage. Interesting. All right, looks like Jamie Walker is back in that second position. And here comes Katie Height, number 69. Number 69. Right now behind, looking to get in the front, mixing it up. And let's see if she can go low on the 88, Giggity. And she's going to make the pass there in the 88.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Zach Mecca led about 5 laps today or so, and now he's under assault by number 2. And looks like Chase Alvin, that number 96, is going to be next on that. Tell you what, after about 6 or 7 laps on these tires, they really start to go away. You start to get really, really tight. And people that can hit their marks a little bit better and kind of set it in there are probably going to have the best chance at winning today. And right now, these guys are looking good. And this current little pack is being led by the number 2. I've got some side-by-side action right here between number 18 and the 42. Look at this. We found some racing. 2 blue cars going into it. Going into turn 3, followed by Dog. Blue followed by red. You see that number 42 in that Kyle Larson paint scheme. Kyle Larson, winner of $1 million yesterday. It's fantastic to see. Elk Grove zone. Looks like we got one on the grass. Oh, that's going to be the number 1 of Zach Mecca.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Let's go ahead and take a look at what happens to Zach here.
Come up on the tracker, he's way off.
Oh, he just nicked. Oh, he nicked the wall and then he got sent around.
All I saw was somebody going through the grass there, and the front structure called it out.
Zach, I don't know if I ran you up into the wall. If I did, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's going to cause a caution every time turning around like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't even know, man. I'll just wait until after the race. All I know is that this thing's a pain in the ass and get back going.
like boom. Probably should have taken a right instead of the left.
Where you were on the paint.
And here we go. There go one set of tires.
Checking up, boys. Checking up.
Here goes one set of those tires.
Tail end on the backstretch.
What's up, Carl? Carl's in the house. You know how we do it, Carl. If you got ugly paint schemes, we're gonna let you know about it. Let's see what these guys go through here. Oh, let's go to pit road maybe. All right, as they come on down. Looks like Jamie's gonna decide to stay out there. Man, the difference in these tires and these 23 lap tires versus what everyone else has is gonna be crazy. Hopefully nobody gets ran over, because these guys in the back are gonna be gripping it and ripping it so much faster. As we try to finish off, they'll probably go about what, 23, 24 laps here at the end of stage 1 before we get to the end of go to stage 2. It's an even shorter segment, so when you look at it, the segments are really, really short considering it's only 50 lap runs, so. We might not have gotten the numbers exactly 100% correct on there, but we try our best week to week. Putting on a hell of a show for you guys today. Pardon me. Got a frog in my throat. Let's talk to our man. Hey, Joe Petrick, you got a copy?
I do, Brian. How
Man,
are you?
I'm doing quite well, man. Even better, when I saw that number 67 pop in with like 2 or 3 minutes left in practice, I was like, my goodness, did I hit the lottery? We have the number 67 in the house, buddy. So tell us a little bit about the racing out here in Charlotte, this package with the new track and all that.
It feels good in traffic. I let some of the faster guys go there because I didn't do any practice, but practice is a little overrated anyways. And it does feel stable. I like it. I can't wait to get going on these Coca-Cola 600s this week.
All right, man. So those tires, after about 5 or 6 laps, seems like they start to lose a little bit of grip. You have to let off the throttle. How difficult is it to deal with a car that can do, you know, you can do anything with the first like 5 or 6 laps, and then you have to kind of see how the car comes into you?
You just don't push it. I try to take it easy on my stuff. And I try to keep in mind that I need to start backing it down as we go longer into the run. As long as you keep that in mind, you'll be okay.
All right, Joe. Well, good luck to you. We'll let you get back to it, and we're looking forward to see some streaming of the Coca-Cola 600 races on iRacing this week.
Pressure's on. Thank you, Baez.
All right, Joe. See you, buddy. That's our man, Joe Petrick. Everybody loves Joe. Everybody loves Joe. Keep in mind, we got a lot of guys that did not take tires. Alrighty, let's see what these drivers do here. These old worn out tires, the 88 is ballsy staying out there right now. You have 6 changes of tires, but I guess he's counting for, you know, a late caution. Maybe he has an extra set there at the end. But I'm pretty much thinking that we're going to see very limited yellows, if any. So this might come to bite him in the butt. And these guys are going to be taken 3 wide. Gosh, probably by the time we get into turn 3 or maybe even lap 2. But we'll see how long he can hold up. Mikey B in the house. What up, Mikey? Mikey, we were doing heat earlier today, and like random dudes were trying to get us, and I thought for sure it was Mikey. I said, dude, it's frickin' Mikey. It's frickin' Mikey. That's what I kept saying. James got kidnapped too. I don't know if you saw that. they blow darted him and the guy kidnapped him and took him away. It was a, god damn it, Mikey, it was a traumatic day out on the plains. But here, we're back to racing here. Lap 27 of 50 for the first stage here. USRC Cup Series live, the Coca-Cola 600. Live on iRacing, live on USRC Live. Hopefully you guys are having a good time, good weekend, relaxing. Got something to drink, got something to smoke, whatever you like to do, hopefully you're doing it. As these drivers go on the longest race of the year at 300 miles, we do half the what they do in real life. So typically in real life they do 400, so we do 200, or sometimes they do 5, we do 250. But today we're looking at 300 miles, so let's see who can put it together, hold on to their stuff, and maybe get that caution fall at the right time and maybe get themselves a win. Nobody trusts you, Mikey. We don't trust you.
Zach, I didn't take tires, so I'm watching on the restart here.
All right, let's take a look what's going to happen here in the restart. All these guys with old tires. I think the first car to come in is going to be the number 8 of Wade Husted, number 32, and he's sitting in 8th position right now, but the pace car is off. Jamie is going, and he's trying to get as far up in front as he can. As we take a look at these fresh tires, some of these guys come through here. Moon Princess works weekends, so she knows weekdays. She gets weekdays off, and looks like Dog's gonna lose that position. And here comes Wade back to the front. He's trying to win this stage. There goes Chase to the inside. Chase on some older tires too, and there goes the 32 of Wade, the 69 and the 42 with fresh tires try to go on the outside of the 88. Right now, the 88's just trying to, you know, manage his losses here and hopefully minimize the damage of staying out on those older tires. Hopefully it'll play back to him later on in the race, but we see the 88 going back right now. And we see Katie and the 42 putting pressure. They're on Wade here. We're going lap 29 here. Katie Height to the lead. Let's see if she can hold it. Looks like she's going to have it. Looks like we might have some wrecking. Let's see what happened.
I did not think I was going to get up to you that quickly in the turn.
Oh, Dog got... Looks like Dog might have kept it together, though.
Pace cars in two.
I mean, why are you on the apron in the first place, Zach? Why are you on the apron in the first place? Like, you're catching, yes, you're catching him at much faster speed, but what was the play? You know what I mean? Like what's the play there? What's the play? What's the play here? All right, let's see. I would assume those guys are coming in for fresh tires now. And then we see Katie Height sitting there in the lead. All right, already 2 cautions in the first 30 laps. Only 50 lap runs. You think you can get through them, but it's 2 cautions. 2 cautions caused by the number 1. 2 yellows. Other than that, we've been clean sailing here. So let's see where Dog ended up falling back. Currently, he's going to be 1 lap down. A little crinkled up in the back, unfortunately. Hopefully he can get back out there. That's a shame. That's a tough one. Tough one for Dog. Dog loves those good long runs. Number 69's coming in. Giggity. All right,
Thank you,
Ryan
Frank, for
Nichols.
letting me know that.
Number 42. Oh, then Ford got him after that. Oh, that's a shame. Ugh, Mikey.
I
Ugh.
the old Charlotte version. The pace lap used to be way faster.
All right, everybody. Glad to see you. Glad to be here. Thank goodness we've made it to this Sunday. Coca-Cola 600. Next weekend is Memorial Day. So everybody in the States, you guys get ready for some barbecues, some beers, some good times, friends, family, and all that good stuff. And don't forget the American flag. Yeehaw!
Oh, feels like we're pacing around damn Talladega right now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's one of those things. All right, you're watching us live on USRC Live. I am Brian from the internet, trying to entertain you the best I can. We have no co-host. It's only me. It's only me. But we'll see what we can do. We got producer Tasha in there in chat. We got Mikey Moto. We got Carl. Hopefully he's on pit road watching these guys. Watching this action. And we're about to come down to about, what, a 17-lap run here for the end of stage 1. Everybody wants the points. You all know that those guys that win the stages consistently are the guys that are up in the point standings at the end. So, you know, I think I'd be more of a fan at this point of finishing well in the first couple of stages on a normal race and finishing where you may, because those additional points are really going to pay off. So let's go hard the first couple of stages and just make it happen. Ha ha ha. Carl doesn't want to hop in because he doesn't want to give you guys a bunch of stuff. Oh, Dog. Dog, what did you do? We didn't even see it, Dog. We have no idea what happened. We have no idea. We didn't even look. We didn't even look. We just heard something happen. And we're like, huh, there's just something that happened, Dog. Oh, shout out from producer Tasha. Should we change your name to producer Moon Princess? All right, here we go. I have a feeling the 42 is going to get it going as soon as he can. Try to get away from that 32, but 32 is trying to get side by side into turn 1, keeping him pinned down a little bit and seeing if he can take the lead right back. Take a super quick look at our top 5. Ryan Nichols followed by Wade Husted, number 32, followed by 38 of Thomas Harmon. What up, Thomas? We got Dalton Williamson, number 32, the 2 rather, making his return, and the number 18 of Josh Poe. Look, Josh, I know your number now. Jamal Poe. Sorry, Jamal Poe. I know who you are. I learned your number and everything. All right, Ryan Nichols, Capital One Camaro. Let's go, 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 go. Tasha just told me nah. She said yeah or nah. Here we go. Lap 34 of 50 for stage 1 USRC Cup Series live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. And looks like Nichols is going to wait until they waved him in. The intensity is about to pick up here, knowing that they only have a very short run going. Dalton trying to get himself a good angle as he goes into 3. He's going to get it. Whoa, the 88 gets real tight. Starts to slide up. That kind of holds up. I think Jamal got his momentum broken there, and you can see he's going to lose a couple of positions. You just cannot, in these cars, especially with this package, get out of the throttle for too long, because especially on a track like this with so much aero and the way it is, man, you're dead in the water. She said yeah or nah? She said yeah. Oh, you said yeah? Okay. Jamie falling back there to 6th. Jamie has not pit yet, so he's the people that haven't pit yet is Jamie Walker and the number 96. As you see him start to fall like a stone. Powell has not either, neither is JW. So a lot of these guys holding on to the tires, hoping to get some late race cautions, and they can actually, you know, bust those out and get all over these guys. But right now, here comes the 38 of Thomas Harmon. Thomas Harmon! Coming with the Avril Lavigne number 38. What are you in, Thomas? Are you in a Toyota? Or are you in a Chevy? What are you in? Talk to me. He's in a Camaro. He's a Chevy guy. Thomas Harmon, he's like a rock. That's still their motto? Chevy's still a rock? Whatever. Maybe that's Silverado. I don't know. Speaking of rocks, let's take a look at Jamie as he drops like one. Actually, he's only back in 7th position, so he's not too bad. The 8th for Chase. Powell's in 9th. JW, so none of those guys have taken tires, but they're still sitting there anywhere from the 6th through 10th position, so right now it seems to be kind of paying off. Now, let's see if old Thomas Harmon can get up in there. That was a fun race for a minute. Protests. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's a shame, dog. That is a downright shame. But here comes the number 38, Thomas, trying to take himself the lead. He's like, man, I'm an Xfinity champ, dude. I'm going to lead these laps here in the USRC Cup Series. Show these guys what some of these old Xfinity dudes, but I think he's permanently Cup now. So these guys are going to have to watch out for that number 38 in their mirror all season long. From Memorial Day all the way through, what, geez, almost Thanksgiving, early November, and the season ends. There goes Thomas. Nope. Talk about every week, so hard to pass. Let's see, maybe we can get in the cockpit with Thomas as he tries to get the lead right here. As we see him coming off of 4, staying down low. So hard. Again, every week we talk about this. You're angled into turn 1 on these tri-ovals like this. Sets it down there real tough, real tough. Picking up the throttle. Does not have the space to drift out to the wall. Tries to get a good angle, so you try to get up as high as possible. And tuck in there tough. Let's take a look at our gyro cam. Oh, whoa, whoa. What are you doing, Thomas? Thomas said, hey, gyro cam, let me show these guys a little hop, skip, and a jump in the tri-oval. Falling back to 2nd. Look at these roll bars. Look at that, the knob. This guy has style. Thomas trying to give the fans a real thrill sitting in this cockpit here, sitting in the gyro cam as he gets a great run, tries to sneak underneath into 1. Let's see if he can hold it down there, or if the 42 can keep up his momentum. We're on lap 43 of 50. He's gonna make the pass right there. You sat along, you sat shotgun for that. We just rode around shotgun for Thomas Harmon, getting himself the lead. Let's see if the 42 can make a run, but here comes the 32. Taking advantage. Here comes Wade. All these guys with the freshies, 1 through 6 right now. All the pink is blinding. It's too much. It's too much. All right, let's see if Thomas can hold off Wade. I believe Thomas is the one that brought Wade to the league, to my recollection. And right now, both these guys, 38, 32, a lot of racing experience around each other. But right now, what is Thomas going to do to be able to hold off Wade Iceman Hustad that sits back there, stalks his prey? Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. He does that actual music in his head when he's doing it. Like right now, he's going da-da-da-da. He's like a shark breaching the water right now. He's like a phoenix rising from Arizona. So I want to go through the field, not going to be able to because Wade doesn't like anyone else get TV time behind it besides himself. Oh, he's going underneath. One went high, one went low. One bastard comes in, one bastard goes out. What do you know? Here we go. Turn 1. Wade's going to take that lead. He's looking to win stage number 1. The first stage in the new segment here as we head to the summer segment, summer season, whatever you want to call it. It's about 12 races and some of the best races that NASCAR has, some of the biggest holidays, some of the biggest fun, the biggest stars here in USRC Live, here live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. 3 laps to go this time around. Let's see if we can go through the field here super quick. Thomas, we got Dalton. Dalton sitting back there. What up, Dalton? Josh Durham, look at that. Skeet, skeet, skeet. Little Mountain Dew, all for you. Number 18, Jamal Poe. Looks like he has some ripples on his number, right? Hey, dude, your number's got mumps, Jamal. Your number's got mumps. I don't know what that's about. Ryan Nichols, number 42. Ryan Nichols looking, oh, geez. What is that? Kyle Larson looking MFer. Jamie Walker, No Tire Walker. Jamie No Tire Walker sitting back there in 7th. Chase Alvey. Josh Powell, JW Miller, and we're going to have to go back to the front as we get ready to call this caution here for the end of stage number 1. Looks like Wade got it all wrapped up. He bought a stamp, he licked it, drove down to the car, went to the UPS store. He mailed it.
It wasn't too bad, Dylan. It was just one quick little blink.
All right, here we go. And your stage 1 winner is going to be Wade Hustad, followed by Thomas Harmon. Congratulations on the stage 1 win, Wade. Ooh, all right. We're going on to stage 2. What up, Vash? What up, Ozone? The car is infected. What up, Vash? I just saw that, dude. We're gonna need a bigger boat. That's right, man. Hey, wait, doesn't he have mumps too on his number? Let's go back and see if we can look at Jamal's number. You guys see that, right? I don't know if you're watching on your phone or whatnot, but I see like mumps on that thing. Like I'd go to the doctor to see about what's happening up on the top of that number. I'm pretty sure they have something advertised on television for it, you know what I mean? They could probably go turn on TV right now, and there's some medication that can help those bumps. All right. Let's take a look here through the field. Wade Hustad. What up, Iceman? Thomas Harmon. Number 2, Dalton Williamson. Josh Durham. Bartle Skeet.
Checking out middle back with it.
Jamal Poe with his infected number. Ryan Nichols. Looks like Ryan has caught a little bit of damage there from something. Not quite sure what it was.
Hey, Nichols, I don't know if I came up or if you came down, but if I came up, that's my bad, man. I wasn't trying to get into anything.
Looks like there was a little bit of contact.
No, I think that was my fault because I thought I was going to hit the turn 4 wall and I kind of jerked the wheel left and didn't realize you were that close.
It's
so
the herpes, Vash.
I think that might have just been
It's
kinda,
the herpes.
You know, a racing thing.
Is
but
Ryan
if it was
sick,
my fault, I
Tasha? He
apologize.
sounds like he has some sort of
I just scared the crap out of me, though.
allergies or something.
Me too.
All right, let's see who's going to get out of pit road fastest. Looks like JT is going to stay out. And here comes Frank. Frank just did himself a little drive-through. Wade's going to come out in the lead. Or, I'm sorry, he's going to actually come out first out of the pits, but currently back there in 3rd. Armando, Chase, Riley, and Thomas. Man, you know all of these cars now, and Ryan Nichols. JW. And the widest number ever. Oh, Dame Newsom, number 4. All right, Jonathan Thomas looking for some TV time. Let's give it to him. He's staying out, trying to get some. Yeah, it sounds like he has a cold for sure. Everyone has bumpy numbers. I don't know why that is. Everybody's infected right now with bumpy numbers. Look at that. Not sure what's going on. All right, JT, Jonathan Thomas. He's going to stay out there. Looks like he might come into the pits, but we don't know. But I'm about to go away for 1 second, go check on something in the garage. Maybe we could leave the short commercial break as we're... Do we have a super short commercial break? Let's
I'm not picking it up. You pick it up.
I'm not picking it up.
Well, somebody's got to pick it up.
see, that's not, I don't think that was... Check my audio levels here. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties in the studio.
I'm not picking it up. You pick it up.
I'm not picking it up.
Well, somebody's got to pick it up.
I'll pick it up. They're clean. Cuz my hand is clean. Oh yeah, I'm Charmin clean. That's how I know they're clean.
Charmin Ultra Strong is woven like a washcloth and just cleans better.
Yeah.
Can't make another drink without my cup.
It does have a point.
My hand is clean.
Enjoy the go with Charmin. And for an extra clean finish, try Charmin Flushable Wipes.
Wade, you taking out, son?
Yeah, I'll take the outside. Sorry about that.
Pardon me. Pardon me. The garage got me. I was in the garage and something in the garage hurt my throat. Oh, we're back to racing. Sorry about that. Came back just the right time. Lap 56 of 100 here for what, stage 2? Super short run. Got my drink all made. Hopefully you guys got whatever you needed. Love to see all the action in chat. What is up, everybody? Happy Sunday to you. Hopefully you're... Whoa. 2 tries to drive in real tough, real tough. See if he can make it stick. Really do like that paint scheme. Like the 88 too. There's a lot of good paint schemes, a lot of ugly paint schemes. And here's old B-Jack. We haven't seen too much of Mr. Atlanta right there, number 99, Brandon Jackson. He's in his freshman year at college. Good to see him back in it here. Showing up with that nice little red, white, and blue paint scheme. Ooh. Brandon is all over. I'm looking for a way around, and here comes Wade. Man, everyone has the fresh tires. Everyone is getting it. This track, this package, so fun. Just turning some practice laps earlier today and a little bit earlier in the week, man. It's quite a package, quite a setup.
One round, bud.
As we see these guys notice the tail here. Lap 58. Coming to tri-oval. Dalton's going to lead that lap. All right, lap 59. Every lap is another chance. Let's see if B-Jack can make it stick this time, and he does. A little slide job action right in front of the two. And the two's trying to fight back on the outside. Brandon's going to slide up right in front of him. Camaro versus Toyota versus Camry. Here we go. Here comes Ryan Nichols again. Up to that third position. Intensity is heating up here on lap 60. Everybody has fresh tires except for the 25. Armando, he decided not to get any tires, and he's going to start to drop like a stone here. And looks like he has some pretty bad damage. And that Camaro right there. That's a shame. That's a shame. Nobody does that. Brandon Jackson to the lead. B-Jack, you all remember the notorious, infamous, and legendary Daytona race earlier this year, where Brandon Jackson at first appeared that he made the pass on the last lap, and it comes out he was below the yellow. Brandon Jackson got the Daytona opening race, the race that everybody counts on for months, can't wait to get to, the biggest race of the year, the one you want to win. He went for it. He went below the yellow. He did not get the win, and looks like the 72 was able to beat out, geez, I think it was Wade, in a drag race there at the end. So if you guys didn't see that, go look at the VOD. I believe it's up on YouTube too. It was a very exciting race and a very exciting and memorable finish here in the USRC Cup Series opening 2019. All right, the 42 on the outside, the 88 on the inside. That's Jamie Walker. Wish Jamie made more races, but we all have different things going on. Good to see the return of Jamie. All right, let's take a look through the field here. Let's start from the backward up. Our man Jonathan Thomas. Sent back there in 19th, 2 laps down. James Jacobs. The best James here today, and the only one, but still the best James here today. Sent back there in 18th. Riley Sherman right there, 19th, last car in the lead lap. Looking good, his car's pretty clean. Josh Durham, number 72. Sitting back there in 16th. Dame. Frank DiMaggio Sr. There he is. Oh, whoa, whoa. Thomas Harmon, and let's go see what happened here. Oh, it looks like Thomas just made a little bit of contact with DiMaggio Jr. Let's go back and take a look. Thomas, oh, made an aggressive move. Made an aggressive move and got into the 024. Ooh, you really got it, Junior, on that one. All right, Dame, JW. Sitting back there in 11th. He's plotting. J-Jubs, he's plotting. He'll be up there before the end. He's just gonna take it real easy right now. Thomas Harmon. He made the pass the ordinary way, I guess you say. Zach Mecca. Beaten, banged, bruised, and battered, but still out there. Oh, Lord. We have a caution somewhere. Oh, it's Chase Alvey. Oh, the 25 looks like he gets into him. What's going on right now? People are losing their minds. Oh, we see what's going on here. Let's get a pause. Go up to the aerial view here. Looks like it's going to be the 52, I believe, is going to hit the wall here. That's Jonathan Thomas, number 52. Let's see what happens here. He hits the wall. He tries to keep it into the wall. As much as this sucks, you can watch JT right here. He ducks it into the wall the second time rather than trying to correct it. Because what happens is when you hit it once, and if he corrects to the left, he's probably going to send it right back down. But instead, he crushes his car even more by kicking it to the wall. Obviously, guys are still collected. You see him right here, boom, and goes up, and gets right back into the wall, but not before the pow hits him. Oh, wow. Fucking, and then Armando just blasted Chase, but that's not, you know, those guys' fault back there. You're racing hard, you don't. Oof. That's a tough one here. Let's see if we can get another view. Here we're riding back with Armando Ortiz. Is he sitting here watching that pack? He's all, my car's pretty damaged, but I got a lot of... Hey, you might want to slow up when that happens. That would be my recommendation. My recommendation would be when stuff like that's going on, hit the brake. Yep. You just gotta hit the brake. That's just me. I'm just an announcer. I'm not a racer. Well, I race on Saturdays, but that's just me. But sometimes you gotta drive past them, so you never know. You know, you never know. It's hard to be in someone else's head. Sometimes you think, hey, I gotta drive past this. But for me, I like the brake. Oof. Old Chase just got crushed. Sometimes you eat the bar, sometimes the bar eats you. And that right there, the bar is awfully full. Oh, Chase. We didn't see what happened. What happened, Chase? We didn't even see. We were talking about other things. We were talking about important things, Chase. Nobody has an idea what happened over there. All right, Brandon Jackson sitting there in the lead. Is anyone coming? Is anyone? Oh, he went to the pits already. Sorry, we looked at the replay so many times. Yeah, everybody got wadded up. It's just, you know, a wreck happened. That was just everyone. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's just one of those things. Right now, it's coming down to attrition. Right now, we have 16 cars on the lead lap. See, Jamal, all jacked up. You got more to worry about than the herpes on his car. Armando's pretty wadded up, too. Pow's pretty wadded up. Wow. Dylan, not as bad as everyone else. And look at Riley, clean as a mug. Riley sitting there in 11th. If everyone keeps messing up and he keeps to his steady pace, he's going to move it up there. Dame's got himself a clean car. Let's see. Durham, he's clean. Jamie's clean. So it looks like everyone up here is going to have clean race cars. Except Mecca. Not a clean race car. His thing's pretty jacked up. Sitting there in that second position, but in the first few laps, with the draft the way it is, your car can be pretty banged up and you can still maintain speed, but what's going to happen is when it falls off, it's going to fall a lot sharper than everyone else. You won't be able to keep the draft, and the car's going to just get so tight it ends up unbearable. But, you know, if you get a nice short run, you know, who knows, you might be able to make something happen here. All right, let's do a super quick commercial break.
Charmin clean and proud of it.
All right, we're back here. Charlotte Motor Speedway, USRC live. Live on Twitch. I don't know, it's a lot of lives, it seems like. I don't know. We're on lap 72 of 100 for the second stage.
On the outside.
Someone getting a wave by? All right, so let's see who got tires and who didn't.
Does he not have a mic?
Hey guys, I went down pit road. Damage some cylinder tires.
All right, so it looks like the first car with fresh tires is going to be the number 2. It's Dalton Williamson. We're going to have to keep track of these. I think we're definitely gonna have to go back this week and look at the tire situation and make sure people don't try to game the system, cheat us, cheat their friends. We can't have it. We're gonna have a long week of checking out some replays. Yeah, I'm telling you, Ozone. I'm telling you. Hey, Backwood Racer, Mr. Sam Niederhelm, the number 60, the Backwood Racer himself. What up, Sam? Sam is a subscriber slash driver slash admin slash owner. He's a man of many talents. But here we go, back to racing here. Lap 73 of 200, your USRC Cup Series live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. And there goes Brandon. Mecca's having a hard time getting through those gears. And Thomas is all over him. And JW's going to see if he can make a pass on the outside. Doesn't get any more exciting is when you have fresh tires at a track like this. And here goes JW. Oh, but Thomas is there. Thomas was there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look. Let's see what happens here. Thomas is on the inside. And JW just... Oh, I don't even see it. We have to look because we... Oh, jeez. Such a bad angle at that. Okay, let's see if we can see what happens here. 38 on the inside. Yeah, it looks like JW went down, and then it's hard to get a good view of this. Maybe we go to the chase. Here we go. This should give us a good view of what happened. It's just so weird. The whole thing is weird. I honestly don't know what happened. He goes down here and then he lets up. Yeah, I don't know. You guys would have to tell me. I have no clue what was really like. It's just weird. Just weird. See if we can see this again here from the blimp cam. UW goes down, and then we're 3 wide. Oh, maybe he just didn't know. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know anything. I don't know. You guys tell me. Everyone make up their own minds. I have no idea. Oh, was it Thomas that got into him? Man, such tight racing. Like, I really cannot tell. I'm looking at this on a pretty big monitor. Goes down, and then he goes up, but then... I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. That was weird. Unfortunately, JW found himself backwards in the wall, and the scary part about that is he hit the driver's side wall, and that you never want to have that. I mean, you never want to have a wreck, period, but you never want to see your driver lock him up to where it spins and he's taking the impact on his side. So thank goodness NASCAR is so safe with these safer barriers that they have. Yeah, so glad to have it. All this safety equipment that they have in iRacing. So hopefully JW in his VR right now, he's probably in the infield care center in like VR wise, you know. It's crazy. It's crazy. B-Jack still in the lead, followed by Zach Mecca with that damaged, beat-up #1 Monster Energy Chevrolet. The 32, Wade Hustad, Mr. Iceman himself in 3rd, Jamie Walker back there in 4th, Dalton Williamson in 5th, and that's been pretty consistent right there, those 5. And it seems like Josh Durham's found himself just a little bit outside of where everyone else is. Just a bit. Just a bit. Well, a lot of beat up cars here tonight. Not what we were expecting, but that is what we've gotten. We had 2 cautions in the first 30 laps, and it looks like we haven't slowed down. I think we might be on our 4th caution, I believe. That makes the longest race of the year even longer. These pace laps are brutal. Brutal. But we appreciate you being with us here on USRC Live as we watch the USRC Cup Series, the longest race of the year, 300 miles here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Trying to get it done, trying to entertain you, trying to make it look good. But right now, some good tight racing, and there's also some things happening. There's some less sexy things happening. There's basically the equivalent of granny panties going on out there. You get excited, you think, oh, maybe it's a thong, maybe it's, you know, maybe it's nothing, maybe it's no, it's granny panties. Thank you for watching the Granny Panty 300 here in USRC Live. If you got granny panties, take them out, throw them out on the track. Okay, now Detroit Red Wings, right? They throw out like lobsters. Here we're gonna throw out granny panties. Granny panties, every Charlotte. All right, yes. Sam definitely likes the granny panties. Shout out to Sam. Sam says, oh, I could just get her and some granny panties. Hey, this is a PG-13 show, chat. Chill out. Someone time out backward. We can't have that kind of talk in here. We're never going to be able to sell this show on FS1 if we keep going like this. There will be no Shannon Spark in here. Is it Spark? Spank? Spark? Yeah. All right, enough dicking around. Here we go. Number 99, Brandon Jackson in the lead, followed by Zach Mecca, Wade Husted, Jamie Walker, Josh Durham, as we see him ping pong back and forth, Armando Ortiz, Dame, Pow, Poe, Jacobs, Harmon, Parker, Sherman, DiMaggio, Miller, Thomas, and Nichols. Sorry, I was trying to get that out as quickly as I could. It's bringing in for a nice tight one shot here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, place your bets. Place your bets. Stage ends at lap 100. This race is not even halfway done yet. And we're already about 1 hour into this thing, right around a little bit shy of 60 minutes. But here we go, back to racing, lap 78 at 200, USRC Cup Series, live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. B-Jack getting it going. And that one car is going to be just a sitting duck. Let's see how these guys can get around him. Right now, Wade's all over him. Oh, Wade's just looking for a way around. Everyone's just like, let me buy this car. We're 3 wide here. Oh, and Jamie got the worst of that. Let's take a look in instant replay. And he's bobbing, he's weaving. It's like Wade was trying to get around him. Wade knows he's faster. He's just looking for a way. And sometimes there's just not quite enough real estate. And unfortunately, number 88, Jamie Walker, minding his own business, gets collected. Right now, he's like, I want to go, go, go. Goes up 3 wide. No, high, low. Yeah, I don't know. It was It looks like Wade actually held his line. I mean, if you look at it, Wade just jumped down, went 3 wide. He's on the... Yeah, Wade didn't move. Wade did not move. Does not appear so anyways. On the back of Wade's car. Take a look here. Wade, he's on the line. Yeah, Wade is on the line. So you see here as we're going in, Wade is declared. He's on the blue. He's on the blue. Yeah, and the one came down into him. Wade held his line, did everything that he was supposed to do. trying to get away, you know, around a damaged car that was putting up a fight. And yeah, oof. It's going to be the third wreck that Mecca's been involved in. At back of the front here, we see Dalton in the lead, followed by Josh Durham. And Josh is all over him. Now we're back to some exciting racing here up at the front. As these guys say, give me a little bit of screen time, I'll take it. Let's get a little bit better view. Dalton Williamson, he's trying to go places. Like it says on his bumper. Says let's go places, he's trying to go places. But 72 is trying to go with him. Dalton just set it on that line perfectly. And you saw the 72 a little bit higher, but he was still able to keep up with him. That time around, who's the faster car? It was Dalton, barely. Josh gonna try to look to the inside here. Going down into 3. Oh, Josh, he drifted up just a little bit. Just a little bit, and Josh is gonna go to the lead here. Number 72 on lap 86. He's taking the lead. Okay, Tasha, be safe. Good seeing you. Thanks for being here. See you next week. It's Memorial Day. It's the All-Star race, but hopefully we see you. Nice little battle brewing here. Not brewing, it's been going on, but now let's see if the 2 can make a run at him. Right now they're kind of pacing each other. Josh Powell in that banged up number 3, sitting there in 3rd though. Looks like B-Jack, looks like he has a fresh car. Brandon's on a 35 lap run here. We've obviously had a lot of cautions, but 35 laps as opposed to Powell on 17 and Durham and Dalton on 18 lap tires. So yeah, B-Jack has the oldest tires out there right now. Looks like we have another caution. See if we can see what happened here. Looks like Dylan getting into it with the 4 there. Looks like, oh, I think Dame kept it off the wall here.
Hey guys, ease up. We're gonna have to let the pace car by.
Looks like Junior just got into dude. Like he was waiting to try to go in there late. He's racing him really nice and tight. See, my thing is, new guys to the league shouldn't be racing as tight as they do. I mean, this is why we vet people and stuff. I mean, granted that stuff's gonna happen and guys are hard racing. I'm just thinking, coming into a league, being a new guy, and just being up as tight as you are, I don't like that at all, man. This is the...
Alright, you're the lucky dog.
because you let people race, right? And people are like, hey, let my dude race, and you know, they did whatever. I don't like that shit at all, man. It looks like he was able to, then he just kept punching him. Just, come on, man. That's DiMaggio Jr. You can go ahead and call that one on Frank.
Hey, can I get the Josh? Hey.
That's, call that one on Frank. One of those things, you co-sign for somebody, just like anything else. You co-sign for somebody. Yeah, I know, no, I know it's close racing. But I'm just saying, like, new guys to the league, this is why we have, like, an old invite thing and fast-tracking a dude like that. So you get in and we fast-track you to the Cup Series, right? And then you just, you know, race like that, and whether it's tight, whatever it is, a caution happened, and you were doing it. Just makes me wish that, hey, should have stayed in Xfinity a little bit longer.
0, 2, 4, and the 4.
That's just me. That's just me.
10-4.
It is what it is. It's all racing, but these cautions should not be happening on this in a car that's so stable. It's so stable, it's so tight, so anything you do is just your own, you know, like Michigan with a lot of the setups, especially like last year with the way the package was, you could get loose, you know what I mean, and a lot of things happen. Here you're just tight, which means you're just over driving it into the wall, or you're just putting it in a place you shouldn't put it. All right, here we go. This is going to be a short run here before the end of the segment. Geez, this is only going to be about, 6 or 7 laps, and I think we're going to have to definitely check a whole bunch of guys' tires at the end of this thing to make sure they only use the 6 tire changes that they have allotted. Because with so many cautions, so many times to come in, so many times you might be thinking, maybe I will just get an extra set of tires and nobody will check. Well, looks like we're going to have to check this week. All right, Josh Durham. Let's see, who's the first car to go get tires? First, that's going to be Frank DiMaggio. That's senior right there, number 24. Sitting back there in 9th. So he's got some freshies, providing he got tires and not just fuel to go to the back. But I could see Frank doing that very well, is holding on to his tires, chilling out in the back, going into the back when you don't need to, just so you're there at the end. So I expect to see Frank with the top 5 right now. We haven't seen too much of him up front, but I have a feeling he's just working and biding his time, and we'll see him at the end here of this 300-mile race. Man, that is some good whiskey. This caution is brought to you by Whiskey Jameson. Jameson whiskey. Because there's a lot of cautions and you need something to do. Have some whiskey, it'll calm you down. I'm not just their spokesman, I'm also a client. All right, Josh Durham. Up there, making it look good. Oops. Let's, show laps led. 7 laps led. He's about to go on 8 laps led right now. The Daytona winner. What is it? Daytona 250? The Daytona 250 winner. All right. If Ryan wants to come in the booth, we can definitely pull you onto the booth. Let's see if we can get Ryan Nichols in the booth as we're about to go racing here. Tell you what, we're going to grab Ryan. Ryan, you get yourself prepared. At the end of the second stage, we're going to bring you in for the second half of the race. And number 42 is going to be joining me live in the studio. It's going to be so exciting. Try to get to a better camera view here. Look for that tire spin. The tire spin is real. So hard to put that thing into third. Pace car is off. Josh Durham has control here at Charlotte. And we're back to green, lap 93. Only an 8-lap run. Great jump. Here comes the 3 underneath Dalton. And here comes Wade on the outside. Here we go. The 3 is pretty banged up, and Thomas is going to take it 3 wide. We're going at it right now in Charlotte, trying to get to the end of stage 2. So we see more 3 wide action. Powell's able to power through it. Thomas in the sucker hole just could not get enough of the track that he needed, not the line that he needed. Let's see if he gathers himself back up, as these guys are just, you could put them all under a blanket. And as they try to get around the damaged 25 that's sitting there in a modified car. Josh goes up, drifts up a little bit. That should allow the 99 to take that momentum, get right up underneath it. A little bit of blinking going on from B-Jack. And Armando, somehow in that damaged car, is trying to take the lead because, oh, does he have fresh tires? Is what he has? No, he doesn't. Oh, I guess he does have fresh tires. Him and the 72 have fresh tires. But here goes the 99. Also fresh tires. Oh, I'm sorry. The 99 25 have fresh tires. 72's on old tires. See, that's why the 25 was able to drive around him like they did. And here comes Brandon Jackson. Armando, with a damaged car, played that just right. Even if he used up his tires and he doesn't finish as well, he has a really damaged race car and he's going to be able to finish really well in the stages. So he takes those bonus points, parlay them, you know, and go from there. So yeah, you're going to have one less set than you'd like to have, but that's a whole lot of points you probably won't end up getting there at the end, especially if there's a long run. So.
James, take it low here if you're on second tires.
There goes Jacobs. Getting a little wave around. Jacobs going to move up into that 5th position. Or I'm sorry, the 6th position rather. Okay, 3 laps to go. Let's see if we can find the action. Frank's just been chilling anywhere from 9th to 11th. Just biding his time. Back to the front. Check out old B-Jack here for the last, Oh no. Well. There goes Riley. He had technical failures, I believe they say. 1 lap to go here at Charlotte. End of stage 2. Yeah, he had mechanical difficulties. The car just shut off on him. That's a shame. It's a shame having such a good run, such a clean car, and to have a mechanical failure like that. But all right, so looks like our top 5 is going to be Brandon Jackson, followed by Armando Ortiz, Josh Durham, Dalton Williamson, and Josh Powell. It's your top 5 here as we're going to end stage 2 as B-Jack's about to come across the start-finish line now.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Hey, congratulations and welcome back, B-Jack. Hey, you remember Daytona? All right. Well, let's take a quick little rundown. So we got Brandon Jackson, Armando Ortiz, Josh Durham, Williamson, Josh Powell, your top 5, followed by Jacobs, Harmon, Husted, DiMaggio, and Newsom. That's your top 10. Powell, Parker, JW Miller, JT, and all the other cars are off the track. So right now we're looking at, 13 cars on the lead lap. And we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 cars behind the wall. So Charlotte is eating them up. Picking them up and setting them down. All right, let's go ahead and pull in old Ryan Nichols. Ryan Nichols, you're in the booth. You got a copy?
7-4, I got you.
All right, man. Some wild racing we're seeing out there, dude. So unfortunately, looks like you're going to be out of this race, the DNF. But on the good side is you're going to watch some good racing here for the last half of this thing.
Oh yeah, I mean the just from being in the car, it's been some exciting racing. You know, unfortunately, our my night ended early, but it's nerve-wracking in that car. But it's from a viewer's point of view, it's pretty exciting to.
So tell us a little bit about this new aero package with all of this downforce that the cars have with the newly remodeled track here in Charlotte, man. What is the car feeling like out there, as opposed to what it did feel like in the previous versions?
I mean, for the beginning of the run, I mean, pretty much, you're running wide open. The car's handling great, but once those tires start to wear and you're in the middle of the pack, it just gets so tight. You really got to lift, and because I know at the beginning of that first run there, we fell off pretty quick, and the car just got so tight. It's just it just gets so tight when you're running with cars next to you, 3 wide. It's I don't know. I'm not crazy about it, but I guess it does make for some exciting racing. Me personally, I miss the old package. I've been struggling with the new package. We just have not been having the runs that I would be having with the new package, but with the older one. But I figured this season I'd take a season off from the Cup cars. I'd do maybe 3 races. I was going to do this race and the 2 Michigan races. But other than that, I'll probably be up here in the booth, helping you out.
All right,
the rest
man.
Of the season.
Glad to have you. Let's, yeah, we're looking forward to having some good racing here, and definitely glad to have you part of the booth. So yeah, man, what we've definitely noticed here is, with the draft package the way it is, a lot of damaged cars on those restarts are able to get up there and mix it up with these cars at the draft, but they kind of fall off rather early. What have you seen from these damaged cars? Because we got an awful lot of them.
I'll tell you the one car that's, I'm really impressed with is that 25 of Armando Ortiz. I mean, he's got no nose, but he was running right up there with Brandon Jackson for, battling for a stage win. So that's kind of impressive to see.
Yeah, whatever car looks like that's a Camaro, man. Dude, that is built like a rock for sure. I was looking at that too. Man, he put on some fresh tires and really started to move around the field and was able to contend with no hood on that, or no front end of that thing, so it's impressive to see.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that just proves, aerodynamics aren't that, important. You would think they would be, being in a draft, but,
Yeah, initially not. I think you have so many cars that are pushing so much air around up there you can kind of suck up, but, after a few laps, once you can no longer full throttle it, you're pretty much dead in the water and just a sitting duck. And we see a lot of that happening as then you get the faster cars up coming on you, and sometimes they have apparently a difficult time moving around some of these slower cars today. All right, Frank's coming in. He's going to go ahead and head to the back. Frank's just trying to look to get to the end of this thing, I figure.
Yeah, I noticed that's a strategy he's been using a lot. He'll, regardless of where he's running, he'll coming down pit road and always start at the rear. But I'll tell you what, it's been working for him. I mean, he seems to be there at the end of every race and up near the front too.
Yeah, Frank's probably one of your most cautious drivers out there. Make sure that he makes it to the end. He still gets caught up in a lot of stuff, but more than anyone else, he really hangs out in the back, but he always ends up getting himself a nice top 5 at the end of these things. All right, so it looks like we're side by side. Top 5, Brandon Jackson, Armando Ortiz, Thomas Herman, Josh Powell, followed by Wade Hustad. That's your top 5. All of these guys have fresh tires, so let's see what happens here on the restart. It's going to get exciting as we only have about 96 laps to go here for the end of this longest race here at Charlotte.
Yeah, it's good to see Josh Durham up there too. You normally don't see him up near the front like this, but he's been making a good run.
Yeah, Josh on these bigger tracks that have draft and stuff like that, he tends to be up there. He knows how to work these bigger tracks. He knows how to work the draft, and he's showing it here today. He's sitting up there in the 6th position currently against some pretty stout talent. Okay, so the pace car is about to go off. Lap 106 of 200, USRC Cup Series live from Charlotte. We're back at it. Brandon Jackson with that huge jump. 25 looks like it's going to be side by side with 38.
Yeah, that's the thing with this package. I mean, you can get such a big jump, but those cars running together are going to suck you up real.
As we see Thomas shaking and baking, trying to go down low on that damaged number 25, Armando Ortiz. The 3's going to try to go with him. Then Wade's in this situation where he's just trying to pick the line, right? Like, man, he doesn't care if it's the high lane goes or the low lane. Just someone get going so he can get up there.
Yeah, you get in that position, it's like, where do you want to go? Do you want to go high or low? But it looks like he's committed to the high side. He's going to try and help Armando.
Yeah, during practice I saw a lot of the 32 using that high lane around as we see him go low. Looks like he'll take it wherever he gets it. Looks like the POW might have checked up just a little bit when that happened. Sometimes those drastic moves that people make kind of spook you, get you off the throttle, whatever the case may be. But we see that 30 broke his momentum, whatever happened, and 32 went forward, the 3 went backward. Look at the 25, still up there in that second position right there. It's so crazy.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how well he can hang with them once those tires start to wear. I just don't see him being able to hang, but you know, with this new package, who knows what's.
Yeah, I think what's probably happening here is he probably has it on his end, but there's an iRacing glitch. Because I've had a few times this year that people came up to me after the race and said, man, you showed a modified, but you know, I actually had my thing put together. So that's very possible, and I'm starting to think that's what the case is, because I can't imagine with no front end like that, you wouldn't be able to get any kind of downforce the way that everybody else would. The downforce, the draft, and all that. A car would be want to go up in the air.
Yeah, that's possible, because I know it has been a glitch, because I've had times where people said, oh, you're missing a hood. Oh, big.
Uh-oh.
It's like James Jacobs.
It's like the 18 is also involved. Let's see. Oh, it's the 18 and the 71. Let's see what happens. It's going into turn or on the tri-oval. Not sure if Jacobs might have came up a little bit. See if we can take a look at the rear chase.
He must actually look over a little bit of neck.
Yeah. Oh man, that's a. Jacobs thought he was clear, and guess what? He wasn't. Boom. Oh, Powell said, "What did I do?" Powell said, Poe. I'm sorry, Poe rather. My bad, Jamal. Probably thinking, man, what did I do to deserve this? You've been on one of those streaks there. Man, how bad does that taste, especially halfway through the race and you get collected like that?
It's horrible. I mean, it was a heartbreak for me tonight, because you know, I was hoping to at least make it to halfway, but you know, it's really horrible. You know, you got a good car, you got a good run going, and you get collected in something that's not of your own fault, and you know, it sucks, but at the same time, there's really nothing you can do about it. You just gotta shake it off and, you know, take it as it is.
Yeah, right now, guys are having a pretty good shot at these top 10s, because right now, Jamal is in the 12th position, just got wrecked. Same with Jacobs, and they're in the 13th. So there's only about 11 cars really in contention here. And I think if... Oh, no, Mecca's gone. So, yeah, it looks like I've about 11 cars in contention here at the end. You know, we're starting to see fall off like this was Daytona or Talladega.
Yeah, I mean, I knew this repaved track with this new package, I knew the racing was going to be exciting. I mean, I was really looking forward to it, but I'm just surprised at the amount of cautions we've been having tonight. It's just, I thought we wouldn't have this many, but I guess it's, you know, once again, this, you know, package is throwing some of these guys off, and not sure how the car is going to handle.
Well, let's see if we can get a hold of this man, Brandon Jackson. You got a copy?
I got you. How's it going?
Dude, it's good. First of all, dude, good to see you. Haven't seen or talked to you or heard about you in some weeks, man. Tell us how are finals going? Because I'd assume you're probably in your finals week, or you just got done with your first year in college?
Yeah, I got done with finals almost 2 weeks ago now. So I'm back. Glad to get the first year over and done with, rocking a nice little 3.1 GPA. Wish it got a little bit higher, but I just plain down, I hate math. Other than that, it was a really good year.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, dude. That's actually a huge accomplishment to make it through your first year of college. Are you going back home for the summer? Are you staying out there to do some schoolwork? What's your plan?
I'm back home for the summer. I'm actually going to do a couple online classes. Try to take some load off during the next year and just relax over the summer and have some fun. Who knows what I might get into.
Well, this is very exciting news for us to think that our man B-Jack might be back around here for 2.5 months before he heads back to college this August, man. So that's good news for us. Tell us about the package, man. It's a lot different. The track is different. How's the racing out there?
The racing has been crazy. I say the first 10, 15 laps, it's no holds bar. I mean, you're going at it. And then you get about 15, 18 laps into the run, and you see guys starting to really spread out. I see this package more as a track package. I'd rather be out front rather than be back there fighting, destroying my right front tire. The clean air is the best air. That's my motto now with this package and that mile and a half.
All right, man. So knowing that you guys only have 6 changes of tires, how are you sitting on tires? What's your plan? Have you been saving them? Have you been using them? Conservative, risky? What are you doing? All right, it's a secret. All right, B-Jack. Hey, man, thanks for talking with us. Great to see you. Can't wait to see you the rest of the year, man. So best of luck. Maybe we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yep, you guys have a good one.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Oh, Brandon Jackson.
Yeah, he's been absent for a while, and good to see him back. Good to see him up front.
Yeah, he's making it look good, and looks like that number 99 is pretty clean from what I see.
Yeah, he's another one at these these bigger tracks with the drafting. He always seems to find his way up to them.
Yeah, he definitely shows up at these bigger tracks and always ends up getting himself up there. The short tracks, the flat tracks, not so much, but you get him in these 1.5 mile tracks, 2 mile tracks, and old B-Jack's going to be up there.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, it's getting later. The track is getting a little bit cooler, I would assume. Actually, we could actually look at that. Let's look at information here, 79 degrees. All right, so that number 25 is still up there. We're assuming he really has a front end. We just don't see it. But right now, Armando, the number 25, might be having his best run of the year with a pretty damaged race car. But here we go, lap 115 of 200, USRC Cup Series live from Charlotte.
Brandon with another good jump.
Here comes Wade on the outside, try to get it done. Going to try to power off, but I think the 25 is going to be able to muscle up. 32 runs a little bit high.
That's something I could get cleared. I don't know how I got that.
What happened, Wade?
It says passing under the yellow. It popped up right before the green.
All right, just stay out there. We'll take a look. I'm just gonna have to clear it because I can't risk it.
Man, thank you, Brian. That one scared me.
No worries, guys. I just had to clear that. I couldn't even quite take a look, but I'll go take a look after the fact. But yeah, we just cleared that one because taking him at his word, just like I take anyone at their word, and I'll go back and look. Alrighty. Yeah, it didn't look like Wade did anything there. I don't think he passed him before. But we'll have to go out and look, just in all fairness, but I'm sure he's fine.
It looks like he got around the 38 and the 25 before the start-finish line, but he did it on the outside, so I don't know why we would have given him a penalty.
Interesting. Let's go look at that. Lap 116. Yeah, because, I mean, I guess in NASCAR racing it would be... iRacing does not care if you make a move before the line, typically. That's interesting. We'll go back and take a look at that. But hey, that's kind of one of those things, right? You start pushing the line, right? You're trying to get a little bit more speed to get around somebody. That's how mistakes are made and penalties are handed out.
This is one big group right here with Wade, Thomas, Josh Durham, and Back. These guys are really...
Everybody is on the same tire strategy right now. Wow, they really are. You're looking at that 4th through like 8th or 9th position. I mean, they're all just nose to tail, at least for now, until those tires start to wear out. They have another 32 laps to try to get through here as they hit the tri-oval.
Dylan Parker and Josh Powell side by side.
Parker's going to make the pass there. And Senior's going to try to go with him.
Here comes good old Frank.
Yeah, Powell's damaged vehicle right now is really showing.
Yeah, I think that's when the damaged vehicles really start to, you know, really fade, is once these tires get worn in, and you're just going to, unfortunately, you're just going to see these guys start dropping.
Yeah, as we see 3 wide for a hot second. As the 024 is on the inside of the 72.
Jacobs getting out of everybody's way, letting them race.
Classy move. Let's see if Frank starts to pick up the pace here as we were coming up on, 80 laps to go here. 79 laps.
Man, his car still looks pretty clean.
Yeah, and considering that there's going to be one more short stage of 50 laps, this will be very interesting because he's going to end up going. We're going to watch him being so calm, so chill. But as we get to that last stage, I'm pretty sure we're going to see him make a push to the front so he can get himself a win in that number 24 Skittles Chevrolet.
Yeah, Armando is still hanging with B-Jack here for first and second.
Yeah, he is. Armando having such a great run today. Even if his car would have looked 100% clean, I'm a little bit surprised about how well he's running. But to have a damaged car and being able to do it, it's even that much more impressive than that Napa Auto Parts Camaro right there. I think it's a Camaro. I can't quite see. It has no hood.
Yeah, he's running Chevrolet.
All right. That car could be anything at this point.
Oh, yeah.
024 is on the move. Let's see as he comes up on the 2 of Dalton Williamson. Tries that high lane. Let's see if he can get a good run here.
Looks like he's got a good run. Can he get to the inside?
Yeah, can you do something with it? 2 goes down. 024 goes up. Then he'll get a good run, but then here comes a turn again.
Yeah, nothing's more frustrating as a driver than when you get that really good run and then there's nothing you can do with it, so you got to back out.
Yeah, that's right. And even worse yet, you let that guy that's right behind you all of a sudden be in a position to try to take that spot from you. But lucky for him, he's got Papa DiMaggio right behind him, and Frank's just chilling, not going to try to push the issue.
Yeah, Frank's just running a smart race right now.
We look here at Josh Durham. Josh having a good run. Led a bunch of laps today. 10 laps. Currently sitting there in that 8th position. We'll see what happens on this last run. See if he can get himself involved here again.
And again, his car looks pretty clean for the most part.
Yeah, looks pretty solid. Right now he's having to deal with Dame. See Dame, that number 4.
As Frank DiMaggio passes Dylan Parker. .24 gets around the 024.
It's interesting to sit here and watch the subtle differences in the lines. As we see Frank, see if he's going to make a run on the 2. Seemed like Frank had a little bit more of an arc, and looks like the 2 is pushing way high to the wall. Look at the run the 24 has. But again, here comes the turn. What, you know, can you do something with it? Got to the outside. 2's going to run out of space. The 24 has a lot more room, and he's going to make that pass.
Gets that good run on the outside, and he makes the pass.
Yeah, showing the young one how it's done.
I think Frank told himself it's go time because he's been moving up. He's just gained like 3 positions in a short handful of laps, so he's starting to move as well.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to get himself some. He said it's time for some TV time. As we see the 024 trying that outside line that Papa Bear showed him. Let's see if he can make it happen. And he's going to get it as well.
And Wade just got around Armando, and now Thomas Harmon's all over the 25. So it looks like the 25 is starting to fade.
Yeah, that damage is, you know, like we've been talking about, just takes a certain amount of laps before that car starts to give up more than the other ones. You lose a little bit of air, all of a sudden that arrow is going to really start to hurt you. And right now, he's under attack by the 38, who's going to try to get it right now. And he's just barely able to keep it there.
And he's got Frank DiMaggio right behind these guys, so, you know, it's...
Yeah, it's definitely go time. The 25 did such a great job of staying to Thomas's quarter panel as long as he could, you know, as long as you can get there going into the turn. But nothing sucks more than when you're trying to get that spot, they drift right up in front of you, check you up, and they ride out on you, but... Here comes Frank. See if he tries the outside again. No, this time Armando went to the outside, took the lane away from him. Said, I know that trick.
Dived it down low, and looks like he's going to try and get in the inside going into...
Let's see if the 25 is able to keep up his momentum and pin him down. Side by side in the tri-oval. I don't think the 24 will be able to clear him, and he doesn't. Like we were talking about, stay to his quarter panel, just barely there. But I think the 24, yeah, he's going to win that battle. Oof.
Oh, and he gets the wall a little bit.
Yeah, he might have been a little bit spooked when he got the little slide jobbed. Now 25 ran up a little bit higher. I think the 024 might get a run at him coming into 1 here.
Yep, here comes the 024.
Now he's on the inside. Yeah, it's the aero difference right now is he can't even really hold them up too much. He can get to their quarter panel for, you know, maybe about a half a lap, but it's almost like it's futile because I bet you the 024 is going to be able to go around him. Nope, he's getting so tight. So tight. That allowed the 25 to keep it. All right.
I mean, that right there is one of the reasons why I do like this package, because, you know, we couldn't have this type of racing with the old package. Cars would be sliding around and wrecking each other, so this is pretty good.
I mean, the guys have so much control of their car, being able to go door to door like that, and be able to make a little bit of mistakes and be able to recover and still put on a great show here. As look, we're sitting here stuck watching the battle for the 5th position because it's so close, or the 4th position rather. Time it looks like he's going to be able to clear him, and he does.
He's got him that time.
They put up a hell of a fight right there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, kudos to Armando. I mean, he's got a damaged car, but he's making him work for it, and you know, good job by him on doing what he can to hold his.
Wow, it looks like Brandon Jackson said he had a sim crash. What? His Brandon Jackson is out of this thing. He's 2 laps down now. I just looked down in chat and saw him in there.
Oh no.
Man, the guys are falling away by the wayside here at Charlotte.
That gives Wade Hustad the lead now. Thomas Harmon second.
Still a lot of laps to go with only, geez, 10 cars on the lead lap.
And look who's creeped into 3rd place.
Frank DiMaggio, it's go time.
He figures the herd has been spread out, so it's, you know, time to start making.
Yeah, last time around, Thomas Harmon was the fastest car out there, followed by Frank. See what they do this time. This time Frank's going to be barely faster by 5 1,000ths. Or 100s, 5 100s. Whatever it is, it's only a couple feet. Shout out to Sadistic for getting married. James Lindo got himself married this weekend. Congratulations,
hey,
James.
Congratulations.
And since he was gone, it almost guaranteed that James Jacobs would be the best James out there today.
Ah, yeah. I think he was the only James out there.
Yeah. It's tough competition. Okay, and here goes the 72, trying to get around the 25. Little side-by-side action. Armando up to the same old thing. Just try to stay in that high lane and take away their momentum if possible. Just try to get yourself to the end of the stage.
Yeah, that's the thing, being on these worn tires when you're on the inside. You got to check up so much just to avoid going up into the car on the outside of you. So you're working your tires more on that inside line because you're trying to fight to keep it to the bottom.
And right now, 72 is figuring that out. You got no choice, and here comes Dame on the outside.
Hey Brian, it says I have a meatball, but I don't have any jams. I don't know if I can get that clear or not.
I can't clear meatballs.
Yeah, I don't think you can clear those meatball flags.
Yeah, that's a damage thing. That's like your crew chief. That's an act of God, my friend. You know what I mean? Like they don't clear up pasta. Here we go. Now the 72 side by side with the 4. Now I'm going to be interested to see if he can get a good run on the 25 and take him to the outside and what happens to the 72. I think a 3 wide situation is coming up.
Yeah, they're thinking about it.
You can't clear a meatball, but I don't have any damage on my car. My sim crashed. I don't know. Appreciate it.
Well, meanwhile,
That's weird.
Wade, Thomas, and Frank are all nose to tail for the lead.
You don't have any repair or anything? It's not forcing you to?
Scratch on my car. My sim crashed, and I come back, and then he has me a meatball. It let me go back and on the track. I don't know why I did. I don't know.
All right, look at these 3 here. Here comes Thomas. Last time around, Frank was the fastest car, followed by Wade, then Thomas. So these 3 right here setting the pace.
Yeah, I think Frank's just sitting there watching, seeing what these 2 are gonna.
Yeah, seems like he's taking it all nice and easy here. Gonna be 4 laps to go this time around.
Every stage point matters.
Absolutely, man. Coming down to this right now. You got a great opportunity to get a ton of points, maybe even a win here. So let's see if Frank tries to turn up the pressure here with 4 laps to go here in stage 2, or stage 3 rather. No, stage 2, 3.
This will be 3.
Stage 3. That's why we have you here, Ryan, to keep me on track.
Hey, I try. You know. I think I may be better at this than driving. I mean, you know.
We're doing a hell of a job so far. So what do you think's gonna happen right here? Is Thomas gonna be able to make this happen, make it stick, at least go side by side here?
I don't know if he's trying to lay back and maybe get a run, but I don't think he would want to lay back too much because he's got Frank knocking on his back door.
Let's see if Thomas decides to rough him up a little bit. I don't think he would, but let's see. We saw Thomas rough up someone earlier in the race. So let's see if he decides to, you know. Teammates are teammates, but a stage win is a stage win. Here comes Frank.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why it crashed in the first place.
It's going to be 1.5 laps to go right now.
Oh, here he goes. Thomas trying to make a charge.
I don't know if there's going to be any position change here. Some really worn tires.
You doing a yellow now or no?
Looks like Wade opened up a little bit of a gap.
The end of 150.
Okay.
Look at Frank. Frank's trying to get himself a premature caution. He's like, damn. He's like, I'm trying to hold on to this thing. My tires are going away. Someone please call a caution. As looks like Wade is going to end up winning this stage here. Congratulations, Wade. You're bad at math, Frank. Oh, man. I love to give these guys guff.
Yeah, we got lucky. It's too bad.
All right, man. Coming down to it now. Let's see. Let's do a quick little rundown here. We got Wade, followed by Thomas, Frank, Dylan, and Dame. It's your top 5. Then we got Josh Durham, Dalton Williamson, Armando Ortiz, Josh Powell back there in 11th or 9th, and JW in 10th. JT, he's some laps down, but he's trying to get it back. Same with old B-Jack, led a bunch of laps, probably one of our fastest cars. He's getting his laps back. James Jacobs, banged up, beated, bruised, but he's still out there. Riley still has a clean car, but I forget what happened. He got dropped. And Jamal with the bumps on his stuff. But it looks like we got 15 cars still going.
Yeah, still got quite a few cars out here. I mean, half of them look pretty beat up, but they're still running.
Yeah, they're still on the track. Let's see if we can talk to old Armando here. Let me pull up his car. Hey Armando, you're in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4.
All right, man. I don't know what your car looks like, but on our screen, we don't see you with a front end. But you definitely have some damage. Man, how the hell are you able to keep up with that damaged race car?
I'm just having to ride the high line right now, keep my momentum up, and just ride it out to the tires go. I'm a little down on power down the straights, but I'm trying to make it work.
Yeah, so we saw that as guys got off, you could hold them off on that outside lane for a little bit, but it just seemed like eventually, you know, those cars with the clean cars were able to get by you, man. How tough is it to really hold people off on that outside lane, or would you rather be low? I guess that's the question. Where's the better place for you to be running when someone's trying to make the pass on you?
I'd prefer if I had a clean car, I'd definitely be running low. But the high line is just where I have to be right now. It really depends on how much you save your stuff at the top end of the run, and you know, to dictate what line you can run towards the end of it. So,
all right, Ryan, you got anything for this man?
Not at the moment. I just want to say congratulations, though, for keeping up with these guys and holding your ground, man. Kudos to you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Hopefully one day we'll get a clean car till then and give them a run for their money.
All right, man. Well, best of luck to you, Armando. Hopefully you get yourself a good finish that you deserve here. But either way, you've been fun to watch, man. Have a good race. Hopefully we talk to you at the end.
Have a good one, guys. Thank you.
Sorry for that. It's number 25, Armando Ortiz. Yeah, I mean, the car may be ugly, but it's driving real well.
Yeah, he's wheeling it pretty good. I mean, he's usually fast, and you know, like me, he a lot of times runs into just some bad luck. And I know he's pretty fast in the Xfinity series. I'm always, you know, I've been battling with him a lot in that series, so he's a fun guy to race with.
So it looks like Thomas is back to the lead. Wade's back in third. Frank in second. So it's about to be go time. On that note, I am going to run and take a quick little break myself. I'm going to leave it here following around Thomas Harmon.
Fan 4?
Inside.
Okay, here's the restart, lap 156. Thomas pulls out to a good lead, followed by Wade Hustad, Frank DiMaggio, Dylan Parker, and Dane Newsom up to the top 5.
Made it back just in time to watch this thing go green.
Yeah, and we got Dalton Williamson and Dame Newsom side by side for the 4th and 5th. I'm sorry, 5th and 6th.
Here they go, going into turn 1.
Here comes Frank for the lead. Wade shut the door on him, but Frank's hanging right with him.
Here he comes, looking to the inside. Look at those cars on the inside. They're like, let's team up on him. Let's go, and Frank to the lead. He's going to try to bring his little son with him. There he goes, 1 and 2, the 24-0-24. Wade up high.
Looks like he'll drop in behind these two.
Let's see what Thomas decides to do here.
So with about, let's see, we got about, what, 42 laps left? Who's your pick to win?
Oh, okay, if I was going to take away the obvious, being Wade, I'd be looking at someone like Thomas to end up with a win. Because I think if caution comes out at the right time, Thomas has been, he's been really aggressive lately and really fast. and I think that he'll really wing it. And Frank's really fast, but I don't know if he'll put himself in the kind of jeopardy the 38 will. So, who would you look? Granted, you got to take away Wade. If you don't think Wade's going to win, who do you think would win this thing?
I would have to say the one that's kind of impressing me now is that 4 of Dame Newsom. I mean, he was back there, but here he is sitting 3rd right now, and he's coming.
He has a really clean car here. That Red Bull Chevrolet, as he's coming up on the 024. See if he can take him in the inside here.
Yeah, and with this package, I mean, if you're gonna, you got to make your moves on those fresh tires, because once they start to wear, you know, it's kind of hard. It's so difficult to pass. So, you know, you got to do it when you got the fresh tires and the speed.
All right, 40 laps to go. You're going to have to start to think about saving your tires. This is the hard part. Right now, you see a lot of guys up there, but after 15 or 20 laps, will they be able to keep enough rubber on that piece to stay up front?
It's like Thomas Harmon dropped all the way back to 7th. I don't know if he's thinking about saving and mounting a charge later on, but he's back here in 7th.
Yeah, he's a little bit off that time around.
And hopefully these guys save themselves an extra set of tires just in case you get that late race caution.
Man, if you get that late race caution, Brandon Jackson is 1 lap down. First car 1 lap down. So that put old B-Jack back in there. Oh no, I think he's more. I think he might be 5. I think he's 1 lap behind the 4 down.
Go high, right?
Yeah, he's
I got him at 6 laps down.
Oh yeah, you're right. 6 laps down. Womp, womp, now.
And he's coming back in the pit.
He's backing it up. He's going to the hauler.
That's a shame. I mean, he had such a fast car, and you know, really, I thought really he had a shot to win the.
Yeah, internet issue. In real life, they have mechanical issues with their cars and whatnot. We have equipment issues with our computers and our wheels and stuff. So, unfortunately, number 99 is not going to win tonight.
Oh, but that 24 is looking pretty stout. He's opened up almost a 7/10 second gap on second.
Followed by Dylan Parker back there in second. And then Dame, who you highlighted, but now we have Wade. Wade said, I heard you guys talking. It's time for me to get up to the front. He has a little bit of damage on the left rear. Maybe some on the right rear as well. Nothing that should hurt him, though.
Yeah, you gotta wonder how many of these guys are actually saving, or if they're not even thinking about saving, banking on a caution to come out later on. I mean, that's where you really gotta, you know, play a strategy and take a gamble.
Yeah, my problem is I always think I'm saving, but I'm not. So my question is, who thinks they're saving but really isn't? Because that happens so often where you're like, man, I'm just going to save my stuff, wait till the end. And when the tires go bad, it's almost like you forgot how to drive and you just keep going backwards. So.
Yeah, and then you get some of those guys where, you know, they'll save, but they save too much. And by the time it's go time, they fall back too far and they don't have enough time to catch up. I've done that myself, and, you know, kind of kick yourself in the butt for doing it, but...
Yeah, especially on a race like this, 300 miles, which is the longest race of the year. Typically, we want to race about 200, 250, but now we're looking at 300 with 4 different stages. Adds a lot of complexity to it.
And these longer races, they really take a toll. You know, it's, you know, these guys are constantly, you know, trying to rethink their strategy, and, you know, what do I do if we get a caution? Do you stay out?
Yeah, these long races really, they're really tough on the teams, on the garages. Because the longer you're out there, the more likely that you're going to get wadded up and be fixing that thing all week just to get to the next track.
Good battle here for second place. Dylan Parker and Wade Hustad, door to door.
Here goes Wade. Into turn. Oh, looks like we have a caution somewhere. Oh no, it's Armando. Such a great run today. Looks like he's gonna probably hit this wall, I'm assuming. Yep, nicked it just a little bit, overcorrected. Gosh, that's a tough lick. He might have gotten real life neck whiplash on this one. Bam! He just straight Dale Earnhardted into that thing. Hey, the question, like you were talking about, Ryan, who has the tires? Who saved on them? That's a shame, 25.
Oh yeah, he just got tight coming off of 4 and hit that wall, and ooh, yeah, that was a hard.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Hopefully he's okay. Window net's down. Window net's down.
That was kind of like my hit, but when I hit the wall, I also had the 52 get into my door, and that's what turned me upside down, and you know, just slid down the front stretch on my roof, and I was hoping to land back on my wheels, but
check it out. 3 and 4.
Yeah, the most interesting wreck today was JW's when he got hit and he went sideways and his doors, you know, he slammed into the wall door side. It was looked like it in real life when that kind of stuff happens, or like he had a blowout or something, but he just got kind of turned, spun it right into that wall.
Yeah, they come down pit road. Let's see who's got the tire.
Looks like everybody's got some, huh? I have a feeling we're going to be checking up on a lot of tires.
Any 2 tire stops, possibly?
Never. I don't think you'd ever put on 2 tires at a place like this, and I don't think it'd get you too far. I think that's one thing that I don't know if iRacing's able to replicate that well, but typically if you go 2 tires in any track, it's really throws off the balance of the car. Let's see what these pit stops are.
Close race off pit road between Frank and Whit. Looks like Frank got him, though.
Everyone with decent stops there, except Dalton actually had a 17-second stop. Everyone else was about 14.3 to 15.2. 15.7 actually for Josh. Looks like Josh had actually a bad pit stop. All right, this should be the best restart of the night. Possibly the last one with only, geez, what, 20, 27 laps, maybe 26 laps to go, and we go green.
Well, that's awesome. Had my tires checked, and I guess my pit crew just decided they didn't want to put them on my car.
Who didn't get their tires?
It sounds like the number 2 of Dalton Williams.
Wow.
Did you check them before you got on pit road?
No.
Dalton looks like he was trying to get some tires and he wasn't able to get them.
You gotta have them checked essentially before you enter pit road.
Pit crew error.
Yeah, let's see if we can take a look at his pits here. Sure as shit, dude. That car does not go up. He just goes and gets himself some fuel. Well, on the good side of things, he'll be able to come back in. And he's just going to be starting towards the back, but at least he can go get some freshies.
He'll be starting in the back, but with fewer cars on the track now, he can still make he's got plenty of time to get to the.
Yeah, that's right.
And I don't think we've seen the last yellow flag either.
Yeah, it's really starting to pick up right now, even though we only have 9 cars in the lead lap. Definitely have more retired cars than anything.
I mean, because me personally, with the exception of the season opener at Daytona, this is the one race you want to win. It's the longest race of the season, and it's one of those ones that is on your list to I must win. So, so everybody, I think these guys are really going to start. The intensity is about to get really serious.
Yeah, man, you're talking about, the 1.5 mile tracks on the circuit. I mean, the home of NASCAR right there in North Carolina. So, I mean, Charlotte has always put on some fantastic races, and with this package right now, man, it's such close racing. I know a lot of the drivers hate it, but I tell you what, the fans love it.
Oh yeah, and like I said earlier, as a driver, it can be nerve-wracking, but as a spectator, you love it.
All right, interesting fact here. Looks like we're gonna have 39 laps under caution. It's a lot of laps, a lot of miles.
Saves fuel though.
Yes, it does. It's good for the environment. All right, they're about to get back to it here. Right, no more saving, right? Just a short run, 25 laps.
It's a 25 lap shootout, so I think all the savings out the window. It's go.
All right, let's see if Frank, how aggressive he decides to get. But right now, these guys have been driving for about 2 hours and 10 minutes since the drop of the flag, so it's been a long day. And I'm sure they're thinking, trying to get the most out of it possible, but you don't want to get wadded up at the same time. So this is when intensity picks up. But we're back to racing here. Lap 175 of 200 USRC Cup Series, live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Frank is off. Let's see if the 024 can, you know, make some noise and kind of occupy the 32 for a little bit. Would allow his teammate to make a run. Wade's going to try to get a good arc. The 024 is going to duck it down in there.
It's like Frank was staying low on the straightaway, protecting that inside line.
And here he goes with a good push into one. Looks like they're going to be able to clear him. There you go. Teammates in 1 and 2 right there. The 24, the 024. And yeah, Frank is really protecting. And Dylan is going high. Now here comes Wade.
It looks like Josh Durham decided to get involved in this.
Hey, he said, if it's that kind of party, here I come.
He says, I'll bring the Mountain Dew.
Yep. Here we go. And Wade takes that spot. 024 trying to go down low. Makes it stick real nice. And here you're just trying to get a really good arc. It looks like Frank is really protecting that lower lane. Not getting quite the arc that he could, but he's still able to hang on real good. The 024 slides right up in front of the 32.
So you think Frank's telling the 024, hey, block him for it?
I don't think he would, but I think the 024 might be thinking, I'm going to give this guy as much hard of a time as possible, but I can't imagine Frank asking for it. But his teammate, I might be thinking that, and he wants to hold on to that second position. Let's see if the 4 can get involved here himself.
Yeah, he's been hanging right with him too.
Yeah, but I think the longer this thing goes out, if it goes without green, we're going to see that 32 really start to come on with about 10 laps to go. But the question will it be too late?
Yeah, I mean, you want to lay back and save, but you can't lay back too.
I don't know if Frank is trying to cut the draft off for him, but his angle is a lot different. To me, I'd be afraid of burning up my tires going in that shallow. But right now, he's looking real good. Goes back to get a good arc.
And you arc it like that, you get a really good run off that corner.
Yeah, a lot of times you'll see that car in that second position be all over the car and will just wait till he ducks in and really stay up there. You can really get your momentum going and possibly make a turn, or I'm sorry, a pass in the next turn. Frank's opened up a little bit of a gap there. Looks like about 4 car lengths or so. The 32 is trying to go down low. Nicks the apron just a little bit. He's gonna have to let up. Yeah. Once he nicked that apron, you assumed he was gonna have to get out of the throttle because he was gonna get a little bit more rotation than you probably would have liked.
And I think that's exactly what Frank wants to see, is those two guys behind him get side by side.
And yeah, if the 32 doesn't get around the 024 or gets checked up or something, I mean, Dame, the 38, will be all over him. So the intensity is picking up here.
Frank's opened up to almost about a half a second.
.38's going to try to make a pass on the 4.
Looks like Harmon decided to, say, hey, I got to...
Ooh, and Wade nicks the wall.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, just a taste, just a scotch. And here comes the 38. Blood in the water.
38, the 72 is going to try and get by.
And he's only going to lose 1 spot there. Right now, Wade knows that he's running out of time here. Only 15 laps to go this next time around. He can still definitely make it happen. But he's going to have to drive a little tougher than you'd like. And now he's going to have to try to get around his... I don't know if they're teammates or what, but I have to get around Harmon. A lot of experience racing together, so... Let's see how he tries to get around him, if even at all.
And I think if any one of these guys even gets up to the 24, it's going to be so hard to get by that 24.
Lucky's throwing a shout out to Thomas Harmon. Thomas has led 8 laps today. Avril Lavigne, number 38, Chevy Camaro. And it looks like
they're...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, it looks like they're just, pretty single file right now. I don't know if everybody's used up their stuff or if they're just saving and going to try and mount a charge here in a few.
Yeah, now sitting here just looking at Dame, and he's just been able to stay right around these fast cars, right behind them, but not really able to challenge them. But he's doing a hell of a job of just kind of hanging in there with the 32. As I say that, he's able to try to make a run, but sometimes you just got to maintain what you got and see if you can learn something from these guys.
But I'll tell you what, even if he holds his position, long race like this, grueling night, and still bring home top 5, that's, you got to be pretty proud of.
Yeah, hanging tough with the 32. You can't be mad about that.
Yeah, just to be able to keep up with the 32 is an accomplishment.
As they're side by side, and let's see what happens. Thomas is trying to make the pass there a second ago, and now he's trying to get around Dylan. But this right now, and the way that Frank's able to check out,
we got, what, 10 laps to go?
There's still plenty of time, but Thomas needs this position now. And the
he's got to get by that 024 if he's going to have any chance to catch that 20.
Yeah, and he's just giving him fits right now on that outside, like we talk about, being able to hold down that momentum. And Thomas may be the fastest car on the track, but if you cannot get past somebody, we're never going to see it. Side by side, here we go, down the backstretch going into 3. Real tight. Side by side in the tri-oval. We're on to lap 192 here. 9 laps to go. USRC Cup Series live from Charlotte Motor Speedway. These guys are putting on a little show right now, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. And that last lap, being side by side, Thomas ran a 30.4, and Frank running out front by himself ran a 30.2. So he's 0.2 faster by himself than with those guys running side by side.
Yeah, this is the real battle right here. What's up, Aaron boy? We're getting down to the end right now. Side by side yet again. So hard to pass. That outside lane is able to keep that momentum.
And they're coming up on some slower cars, so I don't know if that's going to play a fact.
Yeah, if somebody tries to use them as a pick, but 024 is doing a great job all day long. And, you know, even when he hasn't been the fastest car, he's been able to really give guys fits getting around him.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely been doing a great job holding his own. I mean, he's just not rolling over and letting these guys go. He's putting up a...
And how frustrating must it be for Thomas, just like lap after lap, trying to make the pass, possibly the fastest car, but you'll never know until you pass him, right? And this just might have solidified a win here for Frank. Because if caution comes out, this thing is over. And right now, he's, geez, what has he got? Pretty good lead here, 2.5 lead.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think if this thing stays green, even if Thomas should clear the 024, I don't think he's got enough time to...
Really impressed.
I'm sorry?
I was just going to say, really impressed with the 024 to be able to, you know, hold up Thomas for as long as he is, but now he just nicked the wall. Now he's going to have to try to protect that position from the 4. But a really good job with a little bit of a beat-up car, a little bit of a slower car than some of these other guys, but able to hold his own.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's done a heck of a job tonight. You know, running up front with these guys, giving him fights, and you know, protecting his position. And here he is, you know, possibly get a top.
All right, then we have Frank, who is about to lead 42 laps so far, and looks like he's going to lead the most important ones, and that's the last ones. Caution comes out now, the race is over, and without him making a huge mistake, he's going to get himself a win here. Going into the race.
He's just got to keep doing what he's doing, hit his marks, and you know, he's going to grab this victory.
Yeah, you know, that, you know, slow and steady type deal. Him just staying in the back, avoiding any kind of wreck, avoiding a chance, you know, avoiding wrecking out, essentially. Give yourself to be there at the end, and Frank definitely was. And the fact that the 32 got mired back in traffic, Wade might have been the fastest car, but, you know, the fastest car doesn't always win. If you cannot get around those other cars out here, you're not going to win. It looks like he put on a great performance, but is going to walk home without the trophy.
Frank's got maybe Frank just has to hold on a lap and a half, and he's all good.
It's got to be a good feeling. Frank's starting to warm up. He started off the season relatively slow for about the first 4, 5, 6 races maybe. But it looks like he's really found that consistency back again, and looks like he's about to get the win here. The longest race in the year, Charlotte Motor Speedway, 300 miles here in the USRC Cup Series. Congratulations on the win, Frank. I know we had... Yeah, I know we had a bunch of banged out cars and all that, but man, at the end, those, I mean, it may be tough for you guys, but it's so fun to sit there and watch those side-by-side battles and stuff. You guys are going probably even fits, but super fun for us to watch, man. Thanks for coming out, guys. That was a blast. Anyone hang around for a little interview action? Besides that, be safe. Next week we're doing the All-Star race. It'll be during the actual real race, so I don't know how many people will show up or whatnot, but we might get it going a little bit earlier so we can try to watch the race. So keep details out for that. Other than that, thanks for being here, guys. Congratulations again to Frank. Hell of a performance out there. Parker, you look good out there, man. It was a good fight that you guys had, so happy to see it. It was fun. You guys have a safe week. We'll see you next weekend. Oh boy. Tell you what, Ryan, that was
Yeah, depending on when the All-Star races, will probably start at either 1 or 2 hours early.
Do we have Frank doing his burnouts? I need to get that on.
But yeah,
I don't think he did. I think he pulled it off to the apron on the turn 3 and
weird.
Communication, but
He did. Looks like Frank just pulled it over, huh? Interesting. That'd be a cool thing to do in these, though. To like not burn out. That's what you should do. You should not burn out. Just roll around. If I ever won a race, I think I'll just not burn out. Just go real slow. Not even an Alec quickie.
Yeah, pull the Mark Martin. Just take your victory and go straight to victory lane with no burnout.
Like, I don't want to ruin your equipment type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't want to burn your stuff down. It's a classy move. He just pulled over. Not a lot of bravado with this guy.
Very low key.
Yeah, let's see if we can get this man. See if we can get this man talking about what's going on here. No, Frank just left. Did he? Did I say something that offended Frank? Did he leave? Yeah, he just rolled out. Alright. Maybe I said something to make Frank mad. I don't know. But he is not here.
He hopped in the hauler and took off.
Yep. He said, F you guys, I'm going home. Maybe he thought I was ragging on him a little bit much. I don't know.
And I wanted to ask him, because it seems like ever since I painted that car for him, he's been doing better. So I wanted to ask him if that paint scheme had something to...
I've noticed that. I mean, maybe I should have that paint scheme then, if that's the case, so... Alright, well, no Frank. So we will go to Mr. Thomas Harmon and see what's going on here. Thomas Harmon, got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, I got you.
Yeah, well, we were trying to talk to Frank, but he didn't want to talk to us. I don't know if he was mad. I'd never seen somebody win a race and then not give interviews afterwards. I don't know what the deal was. But tell us a little bit about the racing out there, man. You had a hell of a run there at the end trying to get by 024, but tell us about the package and the passing at this place.
You definitely got to save, that's for sure, especially when we go down the long run. It was fun. For the most part, there's a little bit, a few too many really, but overall not bad. Early in the race, I thought for sure I was going to get jumped numerous times, particularly fighting with Nichols there on the lead, and that one scared me for sure. Then had JW across my hood, and I think it was Joe 24 earlier in the race, who looked like he turned down in me, or I don't know if I come up, maybe I don't know, but. Yeah, it was fun. Definitely a lot of scary moments, but it was fun.
So we see a lot of guys that end up checking out of these things, and then you see some guys like Frank being really safe and make it. Then you just kind of mixed it up and do it. But what kind of goes into your mind in these races, thinking that it's hard to get away from anyone? There can possibly be a lot of cautions. How do you approach race day?
Stage 1 is always kind of a testing ground. You just see how it goes, see what lifting early in a corner will do, what lifting later, things like that. So I have a tendency to be a little bit up and down as far as stage 1 goes, but once I get figured out what I feel works best, I'll ride with it and go from there. It's just kind of with this new package and essentially being an experiment every week, it's something new every week.
So we saw you trying to go low on the 024, and it took you forever to actually get it done. But what is the car feeling like when you're down low? Because a lot of us, we sit there and watch like, oh, he should make the pass easily. You go down low, all of a sudden the guy keeps the momentum and you're not able to make the pass. But what's going on when you're ducking it down low and not able to complete those passes?
I just didn't want to come back up into him, so I was being a little bit soft on the throttle when I got back into it. But it cost me a lot of time to Frank, and then with him being down on my door for a lot of those, it didn't really give me much room. So obviously I couldn't get back in the gas as hard then either. But I burnt too much of my stuff up on that last restart when I had to essentially got stuck behind. I think it was Josh and Dame. And then now Dalton got up there and got in ahead of me at one point, and I had to work past those guys too. So I burned up a lot of my stuff and just didn't have anything for Frank there at the end.
All right, man. But overall, I mean, a great finish to the day, getting yourself a second place finish. Yeah, if you would have been able to get around the 024 in, you know, a quicker fashion, you might have been able to make a run at Frank. But you guys put on a hell of a show. It was fun to watch. You got anything for him, Ryan?
I think you pretty much covered it, but I wanted to ask you, Thomas, on the long runs when the tires were wearing, how did that car feel when you were kind of out there by yourself as compared to in traffic? Did the car feel like it was a lot tighter in traffic? Because it did for me. I just wanted to see what your opinion was.
Yeah, it was definitely tighter in traffic. There's no doubt about that. The key to that was lifting a bit earlier than what you would think, and you gotta, if you got somebody behind you, you gotta hope that they're either expecting it or know that they're running it too. Otherwise, it's a good chance you get run over there.
Yeah, because that's what I was experiencing in that that first stage there. You know, I was lifting but too late, and I was burning my stuff up. That's why I fell from I went from second back to I think outside the top 10. But like you were saying, you know, you always use stage one as like a testing ground. You know, see what's gonna work, what's not, and hopefully have it all figured out by the end of the race. But you know, congratulations on the second place, and pretty awesome run for you.
Thank you.
All right, Thomas, good run today. Best of luck. Be safe next week. We got the All-Star race. Hopefully we see you, but be safe, and we'll see you next weekend.
All right, I'll be there.
All right, buddy. See ya.
See ya.
All right, now we got to check on the new guy with the DiMaggio Jr. Let's see. What is his cowboy image he has on his thing? Okay. Dylan Parker, you got a copy, dude. Dylan Parker, you got a copy? You're in the booth. Dylan, don't you do it. Don't you do it. We're not getting any luck with the DiMaggio crew.
Boy, they just, you know, apparently don't want to talk to us.
I must have been talking too much trash, maybe. I don't know. Well, we got to have fun when we can. Okay, so moving on. The DiMaggios did not want to talk. So
I mean, you gotta have fun in the cars, but you also gotta have fun up in the booth. Huh?
That's right, man. That's half the fun for me here is just busting on my friends like I do, because I enjoy that. Let's see that number 4. Dame Newsom, you got a copy?
Yeah, I know.
All right, doing good, man. We know that you got the widest number ever. That number 4 is the biggest number I've ever seen on a car. But, man, tell us about the run today. The car looked pretty clean. You were up there with that top 5 or 6 cars pretty much all day. It just seemed like there was a little bit of something that was keeping you over the hump from really competing. But I think you did lead some laps today. But tell us about your race overall today.
I like the long run. I was really backing up my corners and getting a huge run down the back stretch. Once the tires were kind of old, I just could not pass unless I got to the outside. I could not make it stick on the inside once the tires went bad. So that was about it. It was tight, you know, behind traffic and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed the long runs. That's where I seem to be working at.
So we say all these guys, everyone tries to save tires, right? And a lot of times you think you're saving and you don't.
Yeah.
But Like, what's the technique and kind of how you go? Because I know everybody has so many different techniques about, you know, how you save, but how do you approach the race day and how do you go about saving early in the race?
Well, I try to test it out a little bit during the first couple stages. See what saves, what don't, what lines kind of saves, what don't. That's how I usually do it. Then when the tires get bad, I usually just back off a little early. That's all I usually do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
So we saw all kinds of people like giving people fits by going on the outside, but tell us, you know, what's going on there when someone's trying to pass you down low and you're staying on that high side. Seems like you're going to get past, but you're able to keep it up. Tell people that are unfamiliar what's going on in the car when you're running up high like that.
Ah man, you get that run off the corner. So and seemed like on the bottom, after like the first lap or two on the bottom, just seemed like it started pushing up. Especially if you're trying to pass, it just you need the whole track and can't use it because the top line get that big run. So you either gotta block them or slide job them. So you know I ain't really good at that yet. So.
Yeah, I can only imagine what you guys are saying in your cockpits in your house when you're trying to like get by someone and they're either going high and taking away your lane. Like, God damn it!
Yeah, please just let me go. Please, I'll let you go next time. That's what I was doing. Please let me go. I'll let you go. You come back to me, but let me go right now, please.
Yeah, man, you were looking good. What do you got for the man, Ryan?
Not much. I mean, just pretty much congrats on the top 5, you know, coming home 4th. You know, I've been watching, you know, it's fun racing you every week, man. You always got speed. I always see that big number 4, you know, passing me. So, you know, but it was good to see you have a good run. And, you know, I think you were like one of the few that actually preferred that high line because I felt better on the low line, but I just wasn't taking the corners right, and I was burning my stuff up. So, you know, it was pretty much a failure night for me. But you know, it's this package. A lot of guys like it, some don't. I'm kind of neutral. I miss the old package, but I know this one puts on, you know, more exciting racing. But that side by side, you know, I know how intense it is, and you know, you held your own a lot of times on that high side, man. So congrats,
buddy.
Congrats on the 4th, and you know, I'm sure I guarantee you'll be in victory lane, not, you know, pretty soon because, you know, you've been showing speed every week, man.
I hope so, man. I hope so, buddy. I appreciate it. It is fun racing with all y'all good racers in this group.
Absolutely.
A lot of fast guys, so it's very fun.
Absolutely, man. We couldn't be happier with you and your team, man, between Armando, Dante, and Jamal, man. It's great to have you guys part of the league. You guys always put on a hell of a show. Nice, tough racing. A bunch of great guys, man. Couldn't be happier to see you. So,
yeah, we're glad to be here too, buddy.
All right, then. We'll let you guys go. Most importantly, have a safe week, and hopefully we check you out next week for the All-Star race.
All right, the same to y'all.
All right, brother. We'll see you. All right, Dame Newsom, the biggest number in iRacing, number 4. Let's see here.
I still wonder what font that is.
Yeah, I don't either. That's the biggest damn font I've ever seen in my life. Dame. Oh, we got Wade. Let's see if Wade's stuck around. Nope. Wade. Wade got a terrible finish of 5th. Terrible for Wade. I mean, my career best finish.
I wish I could say 5th place.
Yeah, I know. You know? Wade's like, I'm checking out. I'm not even giving it in your goddamn it. I ended up 5th. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I think I had 1 top 5 all last season, and that was at Rich.
The tough crew of guys, man. Tough crew of guys.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to race with anybody else. I mean, these guys, and to me, these guys are not just, you know, I don't look at them as just guys I race with. I mean, it's like a family. You know, these guys are awesome. You know, week in, week out. I mean, they make this league so much fun, and you know, I always enjoy racing with them.
It is so great to sit here and, you know, every weekend for 38 weeks a year, you know, we come around the same group of guys racing hard and getting worked up and all the stuff that goes along with it. You know, just like your family. You love them, you fight with them and all that kind of stuff. But man, it's just been so fun the last you know, year and a quarter or whatnot of broadcasting these races and kind of running this league, man. So you guys are putting on a hell of a show. So fun to watch. And now we got Ryan Nichols in the booth, so watch out.
Yeah, just don't be too hard on me. I mean, I'm not used to being on this end of the microphone, so.
Oh, we will take it. You're doing a great job so far, but let's go ahead and pull in Josh Durham. You got a copy? Josh.
Yes, sir.
I was about to say, I was like, is it her breath? Like, why is everyone all dissing us and stuff? Okay, Mr. Bartle Skeet, Mr. Mountain Dew, number 72, Daytona winner. That's one thing that we can definitely call you. But tell us about the racing out there as we watch you kind of drive around the track trying to make some passes.
Yeah, it was kind of a wild first half of the race, and then we had some good runs there towards the end. We were fast. I trying my damnedest to get around Wade at the end there, but it's so hard to hold the bottom after the tires wear out.
Did you ever think about trying to dump him, making the pass that way?
I mean, everybody probably thinks about that, right? But I wasn't going to do that to him.
You're like, I finally got up to Wade anywhere around him. I'm just going to dump him.
Yeah, you know, I figured he had to have had a lot of damage because I was keeping up with him. But
yeah,
I don't know what the deal was, but it was fun running with him.
Yeah, just blame netcode on that, you know, just dump and say, oh, it must have been net.
It was netcode. Yeah. Yep. I finally got to Wade and then I dumped him. Man, netcode, bro. I don't know what's going on. You need to check your stuff. But no, man, that was good. But yeah, we've been asking everybody about the package, and obviously we know it's super fun to watch. But yeah, what is your impressions of it, man? Some guys love it, some guys hate it. But we know that you like draft. You know we know you like these bigger tracks. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it's all right. I like it. I like it better than running with guys and officials. It's a little tamer and a little bit more respect around here, so it's a lot more fun in that regard. But the long runs is where I really like it. I seem to do a lot better in a longer run. And I was really hoping for green flag stops, and then remembered we had 4 stages. So I was like, damn it. Because I thought I was going to have a good chance here of gaining some positions if we did have to stop. But yeah, it's all right. It just kind of depends, right? It causes a lot of wrecks, I feel like. Other than that, I don't mind it too much. It's all right.
Yeah, a lot of this package is set up as one of those things is you got to be kind of personally responsible, right? It's like you got to brake pedal. There's decisions that you can make.
Yeah, you got to be
we're all
patient.
racers, right? And we see a lot of guys that are taking their momentum and wanting to do something with it, and you end up looking like a monkey fucking a football. But that's just part of the thing that happens in racing, and we're all racers. So, but the good side of things is, unfortunately, Ryan Nichols did get crashed out, but we got this man in the booth.
Yeah, I saw he turned into a turtle there for a bit. I was watching some of the wrecks after the race.
Yeah, I was trying to replicate Kyle Larson's crash at Talladega, but I couldn't get the car to start rolling. It just wanted to slide on its roof. But, you know, it is what it is. So I figured, well, maybe I'll have better luck in the booth than behind the...
There was a good shot in that wreck of Wade getting some serious air avoiding the wreck. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I noticed it. He had the whole front of the car up probably half a foot to a foot. It was pretty wild.
All right, man. Well, this should be some good practice because I know that you'll be running some NIS next week, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We'll probably be running Wednesday and Thursday for sure. We'll try for Sunday night probably too. Why not? But, yeah, we'll be doing a couple of them.
And you got your stream going again, right?
Yeah, well, if my internet cooperates. I'm getting some new internet tomorrow. So it's been pretty shitty the last couple weeks, but I do try to stream them.
All right, so hopefully we see some streaming, and we can find you at what, Steve French?
Steve French, yeah, that's my name on Twitch. So
you ever see a Steve French up there typing some stuff? It's not wee, it's just Joshua Durham.
That's right.
All right, Josh, good race today, man. Good finish. It was fun having you. Be safe, and we'll check you out next week in the All-Star race.
All right, thanks, guys. See ya.
All right, buddy. All right, we're moving on through these now. Do we have Mr. Dalton Williamson? Mr. Dalton Williamson. Oops. We do not have Dalton. Who's next?
Josh Powell, I don't think he talks.
No Josh Powell, but we got Mr. JW Miller. You got a copy?
10-4.
All right, man. It was a wild one. Tell us about your race. How did it start? What did the stages look like? And how did it end?
Well, we started out pretty good, you know, just kind of hanging back there around the 10th spot, and then, you know, we ended up, I think it was, I can't remember which stage it was, but, just ended up getting loose in front of both, Thomas and Wade. I think, I got some air taken off of me or something, because I was moving over to let Wade by, because he was on new tires, and I just all of a sudden felt it going, and had to check up a bit, and Thomas ended up getting into me, but that was 100% my fault, I think. Just weird stuff, but that put me in the wall, gave me some good left side damage, about 2 minutes, so we repaired that, and we were able to kind of stick with the pack, but didn't really get to do much racing.
Sorry about that. I had technical difficulties, but it looked like, I forget exactly what happened, but I remember your car looking like it got slammed driver's side into the wall. There, he like did one of those 180s and just smashed it.
Yeah, essentially just ended up getting turned. Luckily, it wasn't too much damage, you know. I think it was just aero damage, no engine damage or anything. So we got back out there and we were able to just hang with the back of the field.
That's right. We went back and we were looking at the replay and we just couldn't figure out exactly what happened. You made the pass on Thomas, you went inside, but it's almost like your momentum stopped and Thomas got next to you. Like if you went and looked at the replay, it's so hard to tell.
I felt
like
I got the air taken off of me a little bit. I felt that in the wheel, and that's why I kind of checked up. And I think that was part of the problem, was that Thomas just didn't expect that.
Yeah, I mean, it looked weird as anything as we're sitting here watching it. And
it could have been a lot worse. I could have taken somebody else out of it, so I'm glad that I didn't do that. But still came away with a 9th place finish, so not bad.
Yeah, man, through attrition, a lot of these guys getting destroyed, just like Mr. Ryan Nichols. What do you got for this guy?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just giving credit to everybody that actually finished the race. I wasn't able to, but yeah, I could have, but I didn't feel like sitting there for like 20 minutes waiting for the car to get fixed. But anyways, it's good that you survived the race, so that's always a plus, especially the longest race of the season. So I'm jealous, but but congrats on the top 10 there, JW.
Thank you.
So we got this new segment coming up, 12 races all throughout the summer, some of the funnest races that iRacing and NASCAR puts on. What are 2 tracks that you circle on your calendar in this schedule?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to look at it real quick here again. Definitely look for me at Sonoma. I definitely feel good about my road course skills, so that one should be a good one. Hopefully
late June, and then I believe we have Daytona on 4th of July weekend as well.
Yes, sir.
So are you somebody that looks forward to Daytona, or you got something else circled on your calendar?
Oh yeah, definitely trying it out with the new package is going to be really fun. So we're just going to try to survive and maybe get some stage points, maybe get some playoff points too for that. So it's kind of what you always look for with something like that, especially with guys in the league like Wade and Frank and all those guys that are up there week after week after week. It's going to take something different here to help me get some stage points, but we should be expecting some good ones here soon.
All right, man. Good times. Well, good race. Have a safe week. We'll check out next week for some all-star racing.
Alrighty. Have a good.
All right, buddy. We'll see you. Old JW. Oh, look, Jonathan Thomas. We got JT in here. Jonathan Thomas, you got a copy. JT.
I'm here.
All right, buddy. Well, first of all, great to see you. Second of all, that wasn't the worst paint scheme I've ever seen. It's kind of cool, but a lot of things going on. I'm kind of unsure about it. But man, yeah, first of all, dude, great to see you, man. How was it coming back to race Charlotte with this package?
First time with Charlotte on this package. I'm still trying to figure out the package, believe it or not, on these 1.5s. And Ryan, again, I apologize for taking you out tonight. I tried to keep it in the wall and try to let you guys pass. Just stupidity on my part, but yeah, the package for me right now, I'm comfortable. I like it. It's just finding a comfortable place for long runs. I would kind of stay in the middle and just kind of work my way to the bottom. Sometimes work my way to the top, and depending on if I was chasing somebody down, depending on what they were doing, I would catch up with them, but just couldn't make a pass sometimes.
So it looks like you had a bunch of opportunities at restarts. How wild is it restarting with this package? Because it seems like everybody's all over everybody for about 5 or 6 laps.
Yeah, that was my biggest thing. When the car wasn't damaged, I was okay. I could actually attack somebody, but then once the car received some type of damage, everybody blew by me, and I was just like, all right, just get back in your groove. And about 2-3 laps later, I was back on their tail. So it's an interesting package. It's fun, but also it makes you have to watch everybody else. So you're kind of being defensive at the same time, wanting to be aggressive.
Yeah, I like it being cautiously aggressive in all the restarts and whatever. It's always an easy thing to do for a race car driver.
Cautiously aggressive, is that even possible?
There were plenty of times I had cars just come right up on the back of me, and they had a run on me, and they just stopped and just waited until we got out of the dog leg to make the pass. So yeah.
Yeah, how was it coming up on some of these cars that didn't have fresh tires? Because you guys with fresh tires came up on guys like a screaming banshee.
Oh yeah. I think I had 2 guys. I would just warn the guys behind me, like, I'm on old tires, so if you're coming, stay high. And they would just come blowing by me. And then there was, I don't remember who it was, but restart, I almost crashed in the back of somebody and didn't even think about it.
Classic. All right, man. Well, hey, good race. Hopefully we see you next week in the All-Star race, but it's awesome to see that number 52 back on the track, man.
Definitely. I'll be back next week.
All right, JT. Good talking to you, brother. Have a safe week. We'll see you next weekend.
Good night.
See ya.
All right.
Oh, moving along. Oh, James Jacobs. James Jacobs, Ford Racer 2020. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, you were the number 1 James tonight. It doesn't matter if you're the only one. You were the number 1 James. That's all that really matters. But yeah. So, do you think that this race will help you prepare for your races coming up this week in NIS on iRacing?
Yeah, it will have a big impact for those races.
So we know that you run NIS, so those you may not know, you can always find you on Ford Racer 2020. That's Ford Racer 2020. You can find him streaming. But what days do you run NIS and at what time? What time? If I'm coming home from work, James, and I'm like, dude, I want to watch some racing. I want to see some Ford Racer 2020. What time and day can I check in?
That'd be Thursday on 8 o'clock and Saturday at noon. But mostly, I'm trying to be on every day if I.
Yeah, so you're gonna run a
7 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
You're gonna run a bunch of officials then, just not even just NIS, but officials in general.
Yeah, I'm gonna run a lot of officials and try to get a lot of 8 fixes in before the NIS.
Nice, man. Hey, your stream is always fun to watch, dude, and you're getting more and more of a following. Like when I'm checking you out, man, it's like more and more people are checking on. So keep doing what you're doing, dude. Keep streaming as much as possible and get out there racing, man, because you're a super fun stream to watch and got a lot of guys that are looking for you to be streaming.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Brian.
All right, man. So tell us a little bit about your day today. We see you're a little bit banged up and beat up, but tell us about what it was like out there today.
It was pretty interesting, I can tell you that.
Yeah, what were you thinking at the beginning of this race as you saw some of the madness that was going on and some of the cars falling by the wayside?
Well, I was going to try to take it easy at first, but when I seen those guys started wrecking there, I might have a slim chance to get some stage points.
Oh, man. Yeah, so it was pretty rough going, but the good side of things is we do have Ryan Nichols in the booth with us now. So I don't know if anyone told you, but Ryan is only going to run a limited schedule in the Cup Series. So now we have an official broadcaster that can ride around in the car with you during the Sunday races.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll try not to jinx anybody by riding along. Because we all know how my life.
Yeah, Jacobs, that's usually a thing about us in the booth. As soon as we start talking about somebody, darn it if they just don't crash or something happen exciting to them. I don't know if they're listening to the broadcast and they get too excited, they start making mistakes, but it happens all the time. All right, Jacobs, we'll let you get back to it, man. Appreciate you showing up every week like you do, getting it done, and we look forward to seeing you do some racing, man. I tell you what, I'm coming home tomorrow night. And I want to see the first race at Charlotte on Ford Racer 2020.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate everybody watching on the USC Cup TV.
Absolutely, man. All right, James, Jacobs, have a good week, but we'll see you on Monday for a little bit of iRacing.
I'll definitely be on.
See you, buddy. Our guy, James Jacobs, right there. Looks like we got Pau and Ortiz. Let's see. Wait. Oh, Armando still beat out Poe. Damn it. That's Hey, Armando, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
All right, man. Well, yeah, you kind of fell off there at the end, man, but you took that beat up, banged up car and you guys were giving him a run for the money today. Tell us a little bit about the racing out there today and how that high line was helping you fend off some of these predators.
I thought I had a good time running. It was just, I was mostly trying to save my stuff when I had a clean car. Just waiting for everybody to, they try to run wide open and after that, you really got to start driving them. So that's when I try to take advantage of as far as getting through the field and all that. But it's fun. This package isn't the greatest, but it's fun.
I mean, how is it when you're trying to, on the restart, you want to save your stuff, right? But you see everybody's driving balls to the wall. Like, what's your technique for kind of moderating that, right? Because you can't necessarily let them just drive into the sunset on you.
It's I don't know, you got to just be smartly aggressive is what I would say. Just let the big pack, it's usually like probably 10 cars, let them get away and kind of just stay right in that buffer zone, and once they get to racing hard, you get to save your stuff and start running them down after about 10-12 laps.
Easier said than done. I always think that I'm going to do it and never do. Because we always say, hey, it's easy, man. Just let off earlier in the turns. It's not quite that easy from observing. But so tell us a little bit more about that outside line. We know we talked about it before, man. But how awesome is it that iRacing gives us a little bit of an outside line? It may not be a true outside line, but enough to really give guys fits.
I love it. I mean, if it was up to me personally, I'd like to run all the way up against the wall, but it just costs you too much time. But you just got to do it right. You got to really pinch the guy on the bottom and kind of hold him down there. But it works for passing. But after you got to run it for 5 or 10 laps to really choose your tires up. So yeah, I wish we could run up against the wall. I think that'd be awesome.
Okay, so we're heading into the summer segment. This was the first of 12 races. Are there any races this summer you're looking forward to? Like we got Bristol, we got Sonoma, we got Daytona. I think we got another Richmond. No, maybe not Richmond, but we got a bunch of races coming up. What are you looking forward to?
I think we go to Pocono soon, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I like Pocono. It's a tricky track. I personally never ran on Sonoma, so that'll be interesting. I like road racing, so we'll probably work on that and see if we can have a good race there. That'll be a challenging race, but something that I want to do.
Yeah, these stock cars on road courses, probably not the best, but it's always a blast to watch as guys try to head to Sonoma and tackle that, 14 turn, 2.5 mile, 3 mile course, whatever it is.
Yeah, it'd probably be just a survival race.
Yeah, that's right. Nichols, you got anything for Mr. Ortiz?
Oh, no, I just want to, once again say I was just, really impressed with you being able to keep up with those guys with that damaged car. I mean, that's way to go on wheeling that thing, man. It's just a shame what happened to you later in the race, but, hey, I was rooting for you, man. I was rooting for you. I'm like, I want to see this guy get at least the top 5 with that damaged car.
Yeah, I was trying to go for it. I was just pushing as hard as I could. Might as well go for it. So I had a blast racing. I just want to get to the end with a clean car and got it. I do.
Yeah.
One day it'll happen, but I had fun, man. Putting the car on the edge and just driving your ass off. Excuse my language, but that's what I like to do.
About it, man.
I gave up on trying to come home with a clean car because, I mean, I've tried and it just doesn't seem to work.
Yeah. Kind of just got to stay at the back for 3/4 of the race and then go for it. It's probably going to be the strategy moving forward.
Tell you what, man, the 25 looked good today. Definitely check out the VOD because you got a lot of screen time there, a lot of talking about you, a lot of awesome racing. So it was fun for us to watch. So hopefully check out the VOD. And all you guys listening right now, if you didn't get a chance to watch it live, go back and check it out this week, man. It was super fun to watch you out there. Be safe, have a good week, and hopefully we see you in the All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, I'll be there. Thank you guys for doing everything you do. Loving league's awesome, so I'll put on the show next week.
All right, man. We'll see you later. Have a good one.
Yep, have a good one, guys.
Such great guys that we have here. It's like really that's what has me showing up every week to broadcast these and stuff is the group of guys that we have, some of the best, classiest guys in iRacing. What a great community. Couldn't be happier.
Yeah, that's what really makes this league what it is the guys we have, the camaraderie and, just like you were saying, we all race. We're all friends in the end, regardless what happens in the race. And that's the cool thing. At the end of the day, we're all shaking hands, saying, "Yeah, we'll try again next week."
That's right. You're supposed to get worked up when you're racing, or else you wouldn't be racing. Let's grab Jamal, Jamal. You got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, man. So that number 18 was making some moves, a lot of things going. You didn't get the finish. Probably you would have liked to see, or your car was capable of seeing. But man, tell us about some of the crazy racing out there with this package because you guys were all out there hanging it out, cutting it close, man, and getting things done. But tell us about your impressions of the race.
I like the racing. There's a lot of good drivers out there. I just wish I could have got the finish. I thought I could have got. I mean, we had a good car, but I just got caught up in some wrecks early. I couldn't recover from.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating, man. When you got a good car, you're racing out there trying to keep yourself clean, and getting involved in people. But a lot of different times during this race, we saw people with fresh tires and people with old tires. What was it like out there? Were you ever one that had the fresh tires or one that had the old tires? What was it looking like out there?
I think after the first caution, I came down and got fresh. Stayed out on old tires. It made a huge difference. Like you could see on the restart how we just drove by them, like freight train them going in turn 1 and 2. It made a huge difference. And then at one point I was on old tires, and then the same thing that I did to the other drivers that was on old tires happened to me too. So I got freight training.
I mean, that's pretty awesome. And I guess that's one of the things about the tire allotment rule, right? Is like, which we have to go check a whole bunch of guys to make sure they stayed honest. But man, not having all the tires you want, watching some of you guys stay out, it's just such a blast to watch. But it looks hairy as anything when you got the fresh tires trying to go around someone.
Yeah, and that's like one thing I like about this league. It's like kind of make it more realistic than other leagues I've been in. That's why I love being in this league.
Yeah, man, the tire part, that's a very real thing, man. It's like, you're going to get some freshies or aren't you? And what it allows for a lot of different strategies, especially when it comes down to the end, is those guys that played it a little bit more caution, kept those tires. Maybe you get some tires at the end and get yourself a win or a really good finish, man. So that's kind of the idea there. But yeah, that 18 was looking pretty good for a minute.
Yeah, I just been too aggressive. I think I was racing the one a little bit too hard. If I would have probably backed off, probably would have been there at the end too.
Yeah, man, that's the hard part is I know myself when I get racing or trying to get around someone, you're just like, I'm going to try this or I'm going to put myself in this situation. And all of us racers, all of us doing it. I guess that's how mistakes are made. But live and learn and move on, huh?
Yep. Hopefully I can get on next week at the All-Star race.
All right, man. Well, it was a great race. Thanks for being here. Have a safe week. We'll check out next weekend for some All-Star racing.
All right, thank you. I have a good week, too.
See ya. All right, Ryan, I think that we got through everybody there. Man, what a great, again, what a great group of guys. Track One Motorsports, you know, Armando, Jamal, Dame, and those guys. I mean, great team. Couldn't be happier to have these guys part of the league, stand-up dudes, and they put on a hell of a show.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, and all these guys, I mean, they race hard, but they race clean. I mean, and that's what makes this league so much fun and exciting. Is, you know, these guys are going to race you hard, but they're not going to intentionally wreck you. I mean, it's no fun when you got guys say, "Oh, I'm just going to turn you and pass you." It's like they'll race you hard, they'll make you work for it, and yeah, but that just adds the extra challenge, just trying to pass these guys, and it just makes it that much better.
That's right, man. Seeing the same guys week in and week out, I mean, it's just so different, especially anybody that might be out there doing iRacing and doing officials, which is super fun, don't get me wrong, but you kind of miss the camaraderie of seeing the same guys week in and week out and knowing that, hey, if you race me really, really tough this week, I mean, for the rest of the year, I'm going to race you really, really tough. So it adds a little bit more of a realism. You have that more camaraderie, but probably also a little bit more of a rivalry too, and that's, I think, what we all like about league racing.
Oh yeah, I mean, like me, I mean, I always have it in my mind, like, okay, you know, if somebody pressures you early in the race, just let them go, you know, save it to the end. If I could apply that on track, like what I have in my mind, I could probably finish more races, but every time somebody tries to pass me, I'm like, no, you can't get by me. So I always fight apart. It's like, you know, and here I burn up my stuff, and next thing I know, I'm either way in the back or in pits getting, you know, damage replaced. So it's like, you know, I'm good at coming up with a strategy. I just don't execute it because, you know, for me, I just get so frustrated always being either mid-pack or in the back. It's like, I want to be up front, but, you know, and I'm always asking myself, like, you know, guys with like Wade and Frank, I'm like, how do they do it? It's like do they have like a real race car they sit in and do this? It's like,
yeah, everybody seems to have a plan until you get behind that wheel and you get on the track. All of a sudden, it's like, no, I got to hold this spot, and you're seeing the comers and goers, and, you know, it's the competitive nature that people have and the split-second reactions that you have to things. That's why it's fun to watch, but that's also where you see a lot of mistakes, where people have so much momentum and you have that split second of saying, I'm going to try this.
Yeah, and like tonight, I mean, with the tires, I know you were talking about it earlier, but I mean, that first, what was it, that first caution we had in that first stage, you know, I think a couple of us came in and took 4 tires where a lot of people stayed out. And I think I restarted like 10th or 11th. I'm like, I went from 11th to 2nd in like 2 laps. It's just the closed, you know, the guys on older tires, like you're passing them like they're parked on the side of the freeway. And it's just, you know, and you got to be on your toes because you're just closing in on them so fast. So that's where the, you know, old versus new tires comes into play. And it's just like, some guys don't. I'm like, no, I don't want to take tires. I want to save them because you have that tire allotment, which adds the challenge. So, it's that little things like that that make it so much more interesting on why, I wouldn't want to go join another league that, I want to run this because of the guys, the rules, it's so much like the realism. And that's what I'm all about in iRacing is the realism. Because I look at it as this is as close to, the real thing as I'm going to get. Because I'm too old to do this in real life. I'm too broke. But, so I figure this is as real as it's going to get for me. So, I take it serious.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you see me kind of flip out during some of the practices is we try to keep it as realistic as possible, which means we don't need people all messing around. So between our Xfinity series and our Cup series, I mean, it's just been a really great racing going on here. And then we have the ability for guys that can't make it on Sunday, or maybe you'd like to go down to the Xfinity series, try to get some wins because we have some different characters down there. So the Xfinity series has been an awesome addition to the USRC series. So, man, couldn't be happier with the way that the season has started out and some of the racing we're seeing.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's one of the reasons why I'm stepping down this season and going for a championship in Xfinity. I mean, with the package on the Cup cars now, though the Xfinity cars are more of a challenge for me to drive.
Yeah.
I mean, any car's a challenge lately for me to drive, but the Xfinity car, I've always liked driving those cars. I've always had really good success in them. Just in the few races I've done in USRC Xfinity, I mean, I finished third at Dover, so I'm doing pretty good in those. And basically, I just want to, take a break from the Cup cars, maybe retrain myself with this new package, do some testing, and maybe come back in the fall season full time and, maybe give these guys like Wade and Frank and Thomas, give them a run.
Oh, that's what I like to hear. So it looks like you'll be driving against me in the Saturday night series. So I look forward to seeing that number 42 out there. And if you're next to me, I'm going to punch you to the wall.
Hey, I know, but it's just like, it's the Xfinity series is fun. You get the new guys that come in and, you get to race, you get the veterans mixed in with the rookies, and that's what makes that series exciting.
So good.
Plus, you got the tire allotments in that series too, and it's just, I really can't say enough about USRC. I mean, I joined about a year or so ago, and at first I had my doubts because I'm like, these guys seem serious, but the more I stayed and started to get to know these guys and how they race. Close to 20 years, so.
Well, that's a true honor, man. That's what we like to hear. So, all right. So on that note, we're going to be out of here. Thank you so much for everybody that tuned in today. All the drivers that showed up, the admins, the owners for putting this on. So great. But longest race of the year, some exciting action, a lot of Torp race cars, but wouldn't have it any other way. Next week, we have the All-Star race, which we will involve, I believe, the Xfinity and the Cup drivers. And we're not exactly sure about what we're going to do, but JW's working on it. We'll be working on it. But we'll have a fun next Sunday. Probably adjust the time a little bit because the real-life Memorial Day race is next weekend. So we look forward to it. So on behalf of myself, Ryan Nichols, who is now in the booth, could not be happier. Such a great debut. And everyone here at USRC Cup Series, you guys all have a safe week. Thanks for being here. Be safe, and we'll see you next week when we do some All-Star racing.